Get nasty on a Wednesday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 202 your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Well, unfortunately, as we've started off, it feels like many shows since the Blues started. The Blues fall again last night. They've lost 5 straight. They lose to the Red Wings 5-2 at Enterprise Center. Yikes. Braden Shen did score early. Thought, hey, maybe the tide is turning a little bit here. Jordan Kyrou also eventually netted a goal as 8-game point streak continues. Jordan Binnington, though, 15 saves on 19 shots. Defensive miscues. More bad puck management, more bad puck luck plagued the Blues again. It's been rough. So my question is, as we start off today's show, let's start with last night's game, and then we'll kind of branch out. Okay, we'll dissect this thing as we're doing the autopsy. We'll go, limb by limb here. Jamie, what ultimately went wrong last night for the Blues? So let's just go micro first before we go big picture.
Yeah, so basically the way I see it is the Red Wings scored more goals than the Blues, so that's really what went wrong first.
Okay, yeah.
Start there. That's happened a lot, though.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they've been losing.
Yeah. Yeah, Jamie, while that is outstanding knowledge, maybe dive a little bit deeper for us. Maybe look at some of the plays that went wrong. I don't know if one play stood out to you specifically.
I don't know, Anthony. What do you think?
Maybe a microcosm of the entire season.
Yeah, pretty much could be.
The one where Walker says, I'm out of here. Even though Tucker never slid over. Tucker's just basically defending.
Nothing.
He had his post.
Yep.
He had his post.
Guy.
And the guy in the corner. There's nobody in the corner.
He was defending a sheet of ice.
Yeah.
That nobody was standing on.
So let's go through this again. I find this to be therapeutic for me, and I'm going to take you all along the ride with me.
Do you find it therapeutic, really? Like, honestly.
I don't know
No,
if
I
you
do, actually. I do, because...
Is that some type of form of sickness? I want to make sure before we get into it.
I am a very disturbed human being, and I am in therapy once a week, if you must know.
Okay, hey, I'm with you, brother.
Several reasons.
Yeah, okay.
But
just want to make sure I check that off the box.
My therapist did say, though, if you write things out and you go through the emotions that you're feeling as you write them out, it can be beneficial to you moving forward.
Okay.
So I decided to, per the advice of Anthony, too. Anthony was earlier today, said, why don't you go through the goals and see if you can't figure out what's going on. I think he said it just to torture me.
No.
But I'd like to think it came from a good place.
It did.
I'd like to think.
Yeah. Sometimes, when I tell my kids when they're going through like homework and they hate it, right? Like, they hate it. I said, listen, the only way out is through. The only way out of this is we're going to go through
the exact same words on me.
Yes.
I'm getting a little peek behind the curtain at the Stalter house
you got dad Stalter here.
Yeah.
In the office. I said, Jamie.
I thought it was weird when you said call me daddy. I didn't get that.
Well,
it's how he processes things.
Yeah.
But he was standing up behind me too.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was weird.
He was like, I'm fact checking.
I missed that one.
I'm like, you fact checking from your side of the room.
Breathing on your neck too.
A little bit of hot breath.
Next thing you know, Jamie's going to be double punching you, Anthony.
Yeah, that's true.
Might have to.
Lincoln style.
All right, so let's go through a couple things here. Let's go first of all positive. Braden Shen starts the game the way Braden Shen knows how. Before the puck's even dropped, he's challenging Ben Sherratt to a fight, which, by the way, Ben Sherratt probably wouldn't fight his own mother if she stole from his wallet. Big guy, he'll run you over from behind, cross-check you, but there better be nobody on the ice left for him to fight. Like that kind of thing. He won't fight Braden Shen. And he said, no thanks, maybe tomorrow. So Braden Shen goes in.
I'll take a rain check, he says.
Well, I'll get you later. Yeah. Coach says I can't go yet, right, Coach? Coach's like, no, you can go.
We'll get you next game.
We're
not playing them the rest of the year, right?
I had this guy I played in the minors with. His name was Brendan Walsh. Now, best thing I can compare him to is Joe Pesci in the movie Casino.
Okay.
He's a 5'9", sawed-off little guy from Boston. Tough as nails.
Yeah.
Punch your face in.
Yeah.
But he was only 5'9", 185 pounds. We're playing this one team, and they've got this monstrosity. It's at McIntyre. He's like 6'7", this guy. And the coach goes, hey, Walsh, go talk to McIntyre. He's like, what? So he's like, okay, coach, I got it. He walks over, he skates over, and he lines up next to him at the face-off. He's like, hey, you guys staying around after the game? He goes, no. He goes, oh, okay. Comes back to the bench. Nobody saw. He goes, hey, coach, I asked him. He said no. Because you could see him shaking his head. No, he's like, I tried.
Yeah, try.
So, anyways, a little bit of Ben Sherrod right there. But Braden Shen gets on the scoreboard. They get in on the forecheck. Good puck possession. And Braden Shen gets to the dirty area. Ben Sherrod probably making a business decision not to be too close to Braden Shen on that shift. And it bit him. You're up 1-0. That's great. Solid first 5 to 10 minutes of the game, too. You're out shooting the Red Wings. Look pretty good. I'm like, hey, not bad. Then the Red Wings even it up. It's turnover in the defensive zone. You get a shot from the point. That's going wide. So this one here, in particular, is a piece of the puzzle here recently. It's going about 3 feet wide of the net. It hits an unassuming Justin Falk. Redirects into the back of the net. We've seen that a lot in the first 10 games for the Blues, where the puck luck, and people can say, that's excuses. No, it's not really an excuse. Watch the replay. The puck was going 3 feet wide. The goalie's tracking the puck, watching it, and all of a sudden, it's behind him because it hit one of his own guys.
Right.
So a little bit unlucky there. The 2-1 goal's a power play. Hey, Blues, take a look. It really is that simple. Just get it to your defenseman, walk the line, find a shooting lane, get the puck to the net with a body in front. There you go.
Right.
You don't have to pass it 400,000 times. Shoot, man in front. The 3-1 goal here is this started to trend towards what I'm talking about. Braden Shen loses the faceoff to Dylan Larkin. Ordinarily, Braden Shen has to lock on to said center iceman. That's his guy. Off a lost draw, that's your guy. Winger skates out to the defenseman. You're supposed to front the puck. The other winger is supposed to take away the other defenseman for a D-to-D pass, eliminate that. What happens is Dylan Larkin kind of spins and pivots out and goes wide over to the other side of the hash marks. Now, what's supposed to happen, what should have happened, what didn't happen properly, is Braden Shen is supposed to hand off said player to Colton Parayko. Now, you don't have to hand him off physically, but you look over, and Colton Parayko, who's a defenseman in front of the net, who has nobody around him, whoever comes into his area becomes his guy. So although Braden Shen didn't lock on to Dylan Larkin, once Larkin comes into the front of the net area, that becomes Colton Parayko's man. He goes there, but not in time. And then the defenseman makes a nice little pass over, little redirect, goal.
That was a great goal. It was
a great goal.
As a hockey fan, that was a sick play.
Great goal. And sometimes you tip your cap.
Absolutely.
Right? But the problem is the wheels have been falling off too often, and Colton Parayko could have been there.
Absolutely.
The rule of thumb is you're a stick length away, and he was just over a stick length away. And a stick length away for Colton Parayko is like, 10 feet away from the guy, and you're fine.
Right.
He was 15, so not good. Now, here's the one, Anthony. Here's the one. It's got its own page.
Yeah.
Right here. It's got its own page, Carey. The fourth goal for the Red Wings is what has been the problem for the Blues. Good plays and bad plays on the same play ends up in the back of your net. So this one here, the puck gets held in the zone. Jordan Binnington tries to stop it behind the net. He misses it. It happens. No problem. You had numbers. You had 4 blue jerseys in the picture at that time, 5 on the way in. Puck goes down below the goal line. Tyler Tucker could have had a play on it. Doesn't matter. Logan Mailloux, who's a lightning rod for criticism, makes the perfect play, holds his post, and then once the Red Wings player comes back behind the net, he jumps him. We're going to kill this play. And he gets right on. Stick on puck, body on body. Everything else is happening the way it should. Nathan Walker, who's coming back into the zone, goes from where the puck was to right in front of the net between the puck and the Red Wings player who eventually scores. He's in perfect position. Tyler Tucker seals off the weak side post. The reason you do that is if there's somebody coming down the wall in that area, you take away a pass to that area. Now, this is where it all goes to crap, is Tyler Tucker continues to cover an area of the ice where there's nobody. And he's facing the puck. And at one point does a shoulder check to the area where there's not a soul in sight. At that point, he should realize, I need to be up top. I need to move higher on the goal crease so that Nathan Walker now, who's down low, he can release, and now we 2-on-1 pressure the puck carrier behind the net. Nathan Walker goes early. He leaves too early. Tyler Tucker is still on the weak side post, and nobody is on the guy in front. Now, the rule of thumb is that you don't leave the front of the net until you're positive you have coverage there. And the guy behind the net shouldn't be able to score from there. If he does, you blame the goalie.
Yeah.
Bottom line. So, and I tell the kids this all the time. I told you this in the office. If you're trying to visualize it, Nathan Walker's on the strong side post where the puck is. Tyler Tucker's on the weak side post. I tell kids, and even pros that I've coached before, when you're playing defensive zone coverage, it's like a caterpillar. How does a caterpillar move? Not slow. That's not the answer. How does a caterpillar move? The ass has to go to the head before the head can move. If the head moves before the ass does, it rips in half, you're done. That's when they score the goal. So Nathan Walker, who's holding the strong side post, Tyler Tucker's on the weak side post. If Tyler Tucker comes over to the strong side, now Nathan Walker can pounce and kill that play, and now Tyler Tucker has the guy in front. But what happened? The head went before the ass. Behind the net, caterpillar ripped in half, puck's in the back of your net. That was a microcosm of what the Blues have been doing. Good play turned into bad play, turned into goal. And it has to stop. They have to find a way to stop the bleeding because Nathan Walker knows that. Like if I ask Nathan Walker 10,000 times on that play, what should you do? He'll tell you the right answer. But in the moment, he made the wrong decision. Tyler Tucker, what should you do? He'll tell you, but in the moment made the wrong decision. And this is where they're just flailing.
And Jamie, this goes back to what you have said consistently, but you really earmarked it yesterday. You said they're disconnected. And I think that play is a perfect example of how they're disconnected. You bring up the caterpillar analogy. I almost think of like wrestling where your partner's got to tag you in before you can go.
Kind of, yeah.
And there's no, but in other words, you have that cohesion with your teammates. And we saw it after the Four Nations last year, and that hasn't carried over. So I think, again, going back to what you said about the team being disconnected, that's exactly what you're talking about. A play that should be easily made turns into a goal and a route for your opponent, and everybody is furious, and for good reason. But that's exactly what you're talking about with the team being disconnected.
I also think they just didn't have any juice. You know, Braden Shen sets the tone last night.
Plenty of, go to the store, get some. There's apple juice, there's grape juice, there's orange juice, there's
you can get the cran apple juice. I love
juice.
that.
That is
Sure.
really good.
And can I say something here real quick before I lose thought? Because it happens to me. Squirrel. Anyways, Braden Shen getting into that fight last night with Travis Hominick. Some people say, maybe he shouldn't have fought. He ruined the energy of the vibe. The team was playing really well. He gave them energy. Okay, first of all, I couldn't disagree anymore. Your captain goes out there, scores a goal. Now he's going to get in a fight 5 minutes later. It's the responsibility of the rest of the team to rise to the energy and what the hell the captain's doing. Second of all, go back and watch the play. Go back and watch the play. Travis Hominick jumps him. So the moment they make contact, Braden Shen's turned around, and when he turns around, the gloves are off. He has no choice. So it's not like Braden Shen did the Ben Sherratt thing where he was like, hey, let's go. And then he pursued it, got him off his game and things like that. Things happen really fast on the ice. I can tell you from personal experience, it happens so fast. He finishes his hit on Hominick, he turns around, the gloves are off. What would you do? You want to you're Braden Shen, you're a tough player.
Right.
He throws his gloves down. What would you do? Just stand there and get punched in the face repeatedly?
No, you throw your gloves.
You throw your gloves down and you get after it.
Yeah.
If that changed the momentum for your team in a negative way, you're in the wrong spot as it is. Bottom line. If my captain's out there doing that stuff and we've lost a whole bunch of games, and I saw it from the beginning of the game, I know he's ready to go. He scored a goal. Now he's fighting. I better elevate my game. I owe it to him and the team to elevate my game. Not be like, well, it's energy for the other team now.
Right.
It's not like you get the piss beat out of him.
Yeah.
Braden Shen won that fight.
He did.
He knocked the snot out of Hamonic.
He could have even done more damage, and he held back at the end.
I was going to say the worst part about it was Braden Shen was off the ice for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's not really his doing. Also, I hate that it came at a TV timeout, so all the juice that I was talking about sort of left because of the TV timeout. And it seemed like from that point on, when your captain goes out there and fights, the team should respond well to that. And the fact that they didn't, it just is disappointing. Disappointing to be there and watch it. I also thought the end of the second period was some of the worst hockey I've ever seen in my life.
Well, we'll get into
Not pretty.
the game, deeper, because I do want to ask you, Jamie, if a lot of this is correctable and what needs to happen in order for it to be correctable, because at some point we do want to look at the kind of the big picture of it. But we got 4 hours to kind of dive into not only the Blues, but a lot of other sports topics, including World Series Game 4 reaction. Carey's feeling fine because he knows his Dodgers are still going to win. He knows the Dodgers are an unstoppable rebel force that will ultimately figure it out. They often win on the road in these World Series, and they're going to win again.
Yeah. Dodgers they're perfectly set right now. They got the Blue Jays exactly where they want them.
But why don't we at least dive into some of the things that maybe went right for the Blue Jays last night? All luck for Toronto last night against those Dodgers. But we'll spend some time on it next on 101 ESPN.
The Rivers family having a nice little Halloween get-together on Friday, and I just got me some Zwickle Light from my friends over at Urban Chestnut. This is an amazing beer. One, it's super light. It's refreshing. It's got that clean, crisp taste to it. It's only got 95 calories and 3.7 carbs. So I know that the Zwickle itself, we call it Zwickle Heavy, it's real good, too. I love that one. But the Zwickle Light, for me, just a little less bloating. That's just for me, And you're going to absolutely love it, too. I love the fact that it's brewed right here in St. Louis by St. Louisans. They know exactly what you're looking for, and it is the unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey. The weather is perfect for an ice-cold Zwickle Light. Check out the Urban Chestnut website, urbanchestnut.com. They got all their beers listed over there, as well as some awesome events that are going on here locally, and they're always having a great time over that Urban Chestnut. So please, again, check out things at urbanchestnut.com. Pick up some Zwickle Light and keep it light, keep it local, St. Louis.
field, headed back there. It is gone. Vlad Jr. gives the Jays the lead. The franchise face putting the team on his back.
That audio courtesy of Fox Sports as the Blue Jays win Game 4 and they even the World Series at 2 games apiece. You gave us a shrug, Carey.
Yeah.
You're whatever, because you know the Dodgers should win this series.
Well,
they have more talent. Major League Baseball structure sets it up as much as the Dodgers should win this one, and it'd be embarrassing if they don't.
We talked about this yesterday.
So you feel good?
Yeah, I feel fine.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it was a rough outing. I mean, Vlad is doing Vlad things. He's playing outstanding. He's being probably the second best player in the series.
So I'm saying the true MVP.
Maybe if they win, if they find a way to win. But I'm not overly concerned about the performance. I would say I do think, and this is not an excuse, this is a reason. I think Shohei playing 18 innings the night before and then pitching, just my opinion.
He still had 6 innings, 6 Ks.
He pitched 6 innings.
We talked about this yesterday.
He gave 6 hits. Yeah, you said it. You said he's probably going to be tired. And I was like, nah, he's a machine. He's a man, Anthony. And I was wrong. So, you live and you learn.
It's unbelievable.
Who's pitching Game 5?
Max Scherzer.
I did not.
For the Dodgers.
We don't care.
You do.
I did not expect this kind of crap.
No, it's not an excuse.
I'm surprised.
It's kind of like that.
It's one game.
Poor woe is me.
Nah. It's one game. You live and you learn. And you respond, and you get ready to play the next one.
So here's my biggest takeaway. If the Blue Jays do win the World Series, one of the things that should be discussed is how their general manager, Ross Atkins, rolled the dice on Shane Bieber at the trade deadline. Because if you remember, Shane Bieber he hadn't pitched in 16 months because of Tommy John surgery.
People ruled him out, man.
They're like,
done.
What are we doing here? Mm-hmm. Atkins admitted it was a major gamble, but he saw the postseason potential in what Shane Bieber can do for the rotation. So they sent a top 10 prospect to Cleveland for Shane Bieber. And the fact that he's got a player option for 2026 means that he probably won't re-sign with the Blue Jays. There is they acquired him at the deadline, so they cannot put a qualifying offer on him, which makes him even more attractive to other teams. But Atkins felt as though, and he's talked about this, that Bieber raised the bar to secure the division and then get into the postseason. Now, he had a rough ALDS, but since that point, Shane Bieber has been phenomenal.
Behind them now.
Absolutely. In seven regular season starts for Toronto, he's 4-2 with a 3.57 ERA, and he's been one of the more reliable postseason arms since the division series. And Bieber felt the pressure to pitch as deep as he could into that game after what happened in Game 3. So again, if the Blue Jays they got to win it. But one thing that I don't think could be overlooked is that this is what good GMs do. When the time is right, roll the dice. You got to give up something to get something. Gave up a top 10 prospect, but got a guy in Shane Bieber that just evened the series last night with what he did.
I think the Blue Jays played very well, and I think the Dodgers didn't play well enough. And I think that happens in games, and I think the Dodgers will respond tonight. I think it's part of sports. I'm not going to read too much into it. I do think the Dodgers. I do think the Blue Jays played outstanding. Bieber was very good, and Vlad Guerrero is, again, one of the best players in baseball. He's been one of the best players in this series. He's been outstanding. If it weren't for Shohei Ohtani, you would be talking about Vlad. So
Vlad played 18 innings the night before too.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I had to double check.
Nah, I know you forgot because they got some of your other guys out of the lineup. Which
we needed pinch runners.
Happy
that worked out.
You're happy that they didn't
left them in last night.
They left them in so they could win.
Didn't need any pinch runners last night.
No, they did not.
Here's what I'll say about the World Series so far, guys. All jokes aside, this has turned into one hell of a World Series already. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When you look at the 4 games that are played, it's been an emotional roller coaster for whatever fan base, whether it's Blue Jays, Dodgers, or just independent fans who have decided to pick a side at this point of the season for Major League Baseball. It's awesome. Like, we all expected the Dodgers to steamroll the Blue Jays and just, whatever, just bully their way to another championship, which they're probably still going to do the next couple of games they've got under control for sure. But the Blue Jays have pushed back.
The level of sickness.
The Blue Jays have pushed back and shown that they're not going to just go quietly into the night. And I think that's great for baseball.
Oh, I do too.
I mean, yeah, I think Game 3 was an instant classic. It's going to be talked about for years to come, how that game went 18 innings and how it finished, and then how the Blue Jays responded in Game 4 in L.A. Like, to your point, Jamie, this has been a very good series, which most people thought 4 games, 5 max.
I said 3.
Me too.
They had to win at least 4, so that's impossible. But most people thought it would be a sweep or it would be a 5-game series. It's going to be 6 at least, and I think it's been good baseball, man. I think it's what's going to keep people engaged and keep people coming back, because you do have the Dodgers, which not everyone, but most people hate. They hate hearing about the Dodgers. They hate watching the Dodgers. They hate seeing the success of the Dodgers. They are rooting for them to fail. And whatever gets you glued to the TV, for whatever reason, whether it's because you hate something or because you love something, I'm sure Major League Baseball is excited that this series is playing out the way that it is.
Absolutely. No, Major League Baseball's going to be thrilled by it. By the way, too, the Dodgers having to win on the road, that's not a big deal. 11 of the last 21 World Series ended in 4 or 5 games, but only one of the last 11 titles have actually been clinched by the home team, and that was Boston in 2013, unfortunately, for us. But again, only one of the last 11 titles were clinched by the home team. So most times,
it's on the road.
It's on the road. You got to get it done. The Dodgers 2020 championship was obviously technically on the road because of the COVID, but last year they also did it in New York. So this is something that is not unique to baseball or unique to the Dodgers, that they now have to win it on the road. I don't think that aspect is that big of a deal. But if you're Toronto, you're looking at it after the 18-inning loss, to even up the series and force it back to Toronto is huge.
I think that says a lot about that Blue Jay team too. Like to lose that game, well, to be so. I mean, you are so deflated from playing that long, losing that game, going to sleep, and I'm sure you didn't get much sleep because you're thinking about all of the things you could have done, running around Schneider. I wish I was a little bit faster. Maybe I should have stayed at third because I had Guerrero on deck to come up and hit. Like, all of those things are playing over and over in your mind throughout the night. And then you get up and you play like that the next day. So you have to tip your cap to what the Blue Jays are doing as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I wish it was a little bit taller. Wish it was a baller.
Wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN.
With a hat. Yeah.
Dalibor Dvorsky was recalled from Springfield.
What was that rapper's name?
Oh, man.
I wish it was a little bit tall. I wish it was a baller. All right, we'll find out.
Good old caller.
Rabbit in a hat. What is his name?
I don't know.
Fine.
Skilo.
Thank you, Mike Ryder.
Thank you, Mike Ryder.
All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Dalibor Dvorsky recalled from Springfield. We'll get into that, but I also want to open up the discussion for, what the Fastlane's going on with this power play. I don't understand why it's so complicated. Maybe Jamie's got some answers.
Oh, boy.
Or sharing some frustration. Next on 101 ESPN.
If you're looking to sell your home in the St. Louis area, please call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. Don't waste your time on any agent out there that's brand new to the business or someone that only sells 4 or 5 houses a year. Nothing against them. They're working hard. But Gloria Lou sells hundreds of houses a year. She's been in the business for over 20 years here in the St. Louis area. And that's important because she understands that wherever you live right now, currently, whatever zip code you live in has a certain price range for certain homes. You have comparables, and she's going to nail it for you. She's going to list your home for the appropriate price so that, one, you sell quickly. And two, you sell for the most money, and that's what everybody wants. So call Gloria Lou today. She's going to help you out. She's got 24,000 buyers in waiting, too, which means there's a huge portion of those buyers that are just waiting for your home to hit the market. So, again, stop wasting time. Give Gloria Lou a call. Tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number's 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888. Or you can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Blues lose once again, this time to the Detroit Red Wings, the second time this season. The final last night, 5-2 in favor of the Red Wings. We'll talk with Joe Vitale about this game at 3 o'clock, but we're going to dive into Dalibor Dvorsky. He was recalled from Springfield, and we will discuss his role next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you, or is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
You know, when you first get in the NHL, you realize how grateful you are to be in the NHL. You're in the best league in the world. Everything is the best. The way you get treated, the Enterprise Center is full. You're playing in front of electric fans. You're playing against the best players in the world. So the natural energy that a young player brings energy to the group. And then if we're looking specifically at the player, his offensive skill set and his shot that can beat a goalie at any level from distance is something that is always beneficial to have in your lineup. He's playing tomorrow night, and he's be on the power play tomorrow night.
That is Jim Montgomery at Morning Skate today. He was talking about Dalibor Dvorsky, who was recalled from Springfield. He's talking about the energy and everything with the young player. Jamie,
Yeah.
I highly doubt any current Blue or any current coaching member is putting anything on Dalibor Dvorsky outside of, hey, just play your game. But what does Dalibor Dvorsky bring to this lineup?
Well, he hasn't been here all year, so he brings a fresh perspective and energy to the lineup. Dalibor Dvorsky has not been losing games. He hasn't been upset. He hasn't been riding the roller coaster. He's got 5 points his last 3 games down the minors. He's feeling pretty damn good about himself. And now, can one guy change the entire energy of a room? No.
Yeah, no.
No, they can't. But what he can do is bring a positive energy to the game. And he's going to be skating hard, playing hard. He's going to be excited to be back in the NHL. And he's a talented player. So it's not like you're just calling up a guy that, he's a great cheerleader. No, this is a 10th overall pick in the National Hockey League. Although he hasn't shown it yet, and he's only, 21 years old, I think. I think he just turned 21, actually. He's a hell of a player. He was an all-star last year in the American Hockey League, one of the best young players, period, dot. Where can he fit in with the Blues? I would play him top line. What do you got to lose? You had
Outside of more
who
games,
the hell have
nothing.
you got on the top line? Like,
Yeah.
You don't have Neighbors, you don't have Thomas. I would play Dvorsky on left wing with Braden Shen and Jordan Kyrou. Mm-hmm. Get after it, kid. Responsible centerman who's going to be able to play defense for you in Braden Shen. He's going to look out for you physically so you don't get murdered out there as well. And then you got Jordan Kyrou. We saw what could be with Holloway and Kyrou last year. I'm not comparing Dvorsky to Holloway, but he was a higher draft pick than Dylan Holloway. So the talent is there. Mm-hmm. He's got to reach that talent, but again, he's still very young. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a great opportunity for the Blues to get a fresh set of eyeballs in their lineup, a new energy, and the kid will shoot the puck. On the power play, he loves posting up in that one-timer area on the half wall. He's an excellent passer, but one thing Dalibor Dvorsky loves to do is shoot the puck and score goals.
Okay, so that brings us to our next point.
Oh, what's that? The penalty kill?
Yeah, well, the power play. Right church, wrong pew. You heard it. Monty said it. You know, he's gonna be on the power play. So what? Jamie, you had mentioned it at the start of the show with the way the Red Wings operated their power play.
Plain and simple?
Yes. It's not a bunch of passes. Now, I'm sure, knowing you, watching that game last night, you had to be disgusted with the way that
He said it.
the power play looked.
You didn't see the message you sent?
I did. I was trying to.
Which one was that?
I wasn't
I sent a
trying
lot
to be
of
as
messages.
You sent a
blunt.
message saying, let me go find it. Let me see what you said.
Don't misquote me.
No, I'm not. It's straight from your fingers to the text thread.
I wasn't going to out you, Jamie, like Carey's about
Carey's
to.
outing me right now.
Yeah, I know.
He's that guy in front of all the other people. Hey, remember that message you sent me about that girl?
That message.
Which one? Oh, no. I said it's the worst power play that I've seen in a long time. I can't watch it.
Yeah.
I'll own that.
He said I can't watch it.
I was going to air your dirty business.
No, I'll own
Well,
it.
that's why I didn't say it out loud. I just
You tried to.
No, I wasn't going to say it till he said
You
it
were
was,
going to.
But the man said it's the worst he's seen in a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I'll tell you why. And let me clarify something. It's not the worst players I've seen, because that's just not factual. Some of those guys are better than I ever was. So it's not about the players. It's the way they're functioning as a power play unit. I want a greedy bugger. I want somebody who just give me the damn puck. I want to score. I used to call those guys the Cookie Monsters, right? I used to call Tarasenko the Cookie Monster.
Right. Give him the cookie.
Get a cookie. What happens when you give the cookie money? He goes crazy. He eats all the damn cookies around, right? I want a cookie monster where every time I pass him the puck, he wants to score. He wants to get the cookie. Cookie? Cookie? He wants that. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
So that's what I want. Like every successful power play that I played on, or that a team that had a successful power play had shooters. Yep. Sometimes multiple. Like when I was here in St. Louis to start my career, we had a two-headed dragon. You had Brett Hall in the slot or Al McInnes from the point. Mm-hmm. And you knew when the puck got to either of those guys, it was getting to the front of the net. So Shane Corson, Jeff Courtnall, Jim Campbell, all these guys who scored goals in front of the net were able to do so because the shot was there. And I could go team to team to team and bore the hell out of everybody. Nick Lidstrom, by the way, Thomas Holmstrom. Let's just take one of the greatest power plays I've ever been on in my life in Detroit. Thomas Holmstrom used to have Nick Lidstrom shoot the puck at him after practice. He would stand in front of the goalie, Carey. And by the way, Homer used to have just shoulder cap on it, like shoulder pad caps, no chest protector at all, and a big back flap to protect from cross checks.
He's nuts.
And he would have Nick Lidstrom shoot the puck into his gut 10, 11, 15 times after practice. The goalie be behind him. He'd stand right in front of the goalie, and he'd say, shoot it. He'd shoot it. He'd stomach it, turn around, grab the puck, top shelf. Turn around, grab the puck, back in. So now Nick Lidstrom never had to worry about just like scoring a goal. Just get the puck to the damn net. Because if I get it to the net, Homer's going to deflect it. He's going to block it. He's going to make a play. We're going to score a goal somehow. I just have to get it by that first guy who's up high blocking. Just get it through to the net. And that's all you have to do. Morris Sider, last night, that goal. He takes 2 strides, nice little stick handle. Oh, shooting lane. About a 56, 64 mile an hour wrist shot to the net. What happened? Goal.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of watching the Blues. Like, you have players who gain the middle ice. They get the real estate they want, and then they pass it out. They pass it wide. Get back to the middle, pass it wide. Then they try the little play in front of the net where there's 3 or 4 defending sticks in the way and a goaltender, and it gets batted down on ice, and then they wonder, why didn't that work?
I have a question, because I've said this, and I don't know if I'm just my personal opinion in terms of sports. Like, you talk about the power play, and you talk about a cookie monster, a greedy person, that's probably a guy that is an all-star, Hall of Fame caliber player, a guy that wants the puck, a guy like A.J. Brown that wants the football. Like, those guys get the tag of being divas, but that's what they are supposed to do. And my question to you is, do the Blues lack that? And is that part of the reason that they are struggling? Because they don't have that superstar.
I'm going to call it an alpha goal scorer.
There you go.
Okay.
Like, just like a number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
I need the damn ball. I don't care if you threw it to me 10 times. Throw it to me 15 more.
So there's 2 things I'm going to tell you, and I'll never forget this. And this is just a little story about myself, but it's pertinent to the conversation. Mm-hmm. When I played junior hockey as an offensive defenseman, I had a bomb for a shot. I could shoot 100+ miles an hour from the point at a young age, which was beneficial because it's harder than most of the kids. Mm-hmm. And my coach, Glenn Murkowski.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. My coach, Glenn Murkowski, said to me one time, and this was before my 3rd year of junior hockey, I played well, but then life changed for me. He said, when the puck comes to you, why don't you shoot it? I'm like, well, sometimes. He goes, no, he says, shoot it. He goes, never mind. He's like, let them pass it around all they want. When the puck comes to you, shoot the damn puck. He goes, you have the hardest shot on the power play. We need it. Mm-hmm. He says, don't even think about it. Get it blocked. Who cares? He goes, you think that guy's getting up after you get hit by that thing? I was like, don't worry about it. So then we would pass. Every time I'd shoot the damn puck. And it wasn't going in at first, but then it started to go in. Then the rebounds were there. Then the deflections were there.
People start getting out of the way.
And then people get out of the way, but then in the playoff time, they squeeze. Now so now there's options for you. If you don't establish a shot, and that's just one story about me, but bottom line, if you don't establish a threat from somewhere, Jim Montgomery talked about converging, right? That's a new way. That's a different way of saying, let's pose a threat to the opposition.
Yep.
If the threat is Ovi on his one-timer, Robert Bortuzzo, talk to him. He used to set up purposely 6 or 5 or 6 feet closer to Ovi because he knew the puck was going there. So what did Ovi do? He'd snap that puck through to TJ Oshie or Backstrom on the other side. Once you establish a threat,
Right.
then teams have to respect it. If they do respect it or they overcompensate, now is when that opens up other spots for
But
dangerous
you have to
plays.
shoot
But you have
the
to
puck.
shoot first.
But you have to establish
Otherwise-
a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a basketball player that never shoots the ball.
Yeah.
The defense doesn't go
don't
out
have to play
there.
'em.
They can sink back in. You don't have any passing lane. You got to shoot it in order for them to come out to you.
Right now, the Blues have guys that I call them out on an island. So they get the puck, nobody goes to them.
Yeah. Because they're not worried about you shooting.
And they just collapse in the middle of the ice,
Yeah.
and then they can't get the puck through anyways. So what do? They pass it away from the dangerous area to a non-dangerous area. And now the other teams, now they can adjust and attack because now the puck is in a non-dangerous area.
Yeah.
Got to shoot the puck.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Andrew Marshall, Anthony Stalter. Which players should be drawing more MVP consideration, but are not right now in the NFL? We'll get the latest odds. It might surprise a lot of you. Certainly surprised me. That's next on 101 ESPN. This morning I was looking at the current odds to win the NFL MVP, and I shouldn't have been surprised because, Carey, you've often talked about this, that the award, as we know, is a quarterback award. But with the way that Jonathan Taylor has performed this year for the Colts, what he has meant to the best team in the league through eight weeks, you would think that he would garner one of the top two spots in terms of the odds for MVP. Do you guys know where he, right now, the current odds are, where he ranks?
I just looked at it, so I don't
Carey,
You get what the hell do I get this dang on rundown for?
you never look at it before. You looked at it now.
You mean the answers are on this thing?
They
All
always
those
are.
days I never look at this thing. The answers are there.
Jamie, don't look.
Oh, I know who it is now, Anthony.
Now you look, Carey.
Now, you know what? I'll take a guess. Is it Patrick
Yes,
Mahomes?
it's Patrick Mahomes.
Is Josh Allen next?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, current NFL odds.
Is Matthew Stafford on that list by any chance?
Current NFL MVP odds. Mahomes at plus 140. Allen at plus 350. Yes, I do. Drake May at plus 550. Matthew Stafford at plus 1100. Mayfield at plus 1300.
I told you,
Jonathan
man.
Taylor's plus 1400 right
Anthony.
now to win the NFL MVP.
I told you. They need, and I want to give credit, but I don't remember who said it first. But I've heard this from someone else. I can't give them. I don't want to make it seem like it's my own thought. But they said they should make the MVP a quarterback only award, similar to like the Cy Young Award.
It is.
Like it is. But you should just name it. The MVP should just be the MVP of the quarterbacks because it's no longer
Best offensive quarterback.
Best offensive quarterback.
Not that there's a defensive one.
BOQ.
B.O.Q.
The Bach Award. Bach.
Oh, he's in the snake pit.
He is.
Bach
That's a-
hog.
Yeah. No, it's unfair because, as you said, Jonathan Taylor is the best football player. Patrick Mahomes shouldn't be on this list. Not at number one. Like, their team is third in their division, and I know people don't care about that, but I don't even know where Patrick Mahomes is in terms of passing yards. I don't think he's top five. Like, you don't have. Jonathan Taylor
check him.
is
you
leading
got it.
in rushing.
On it.
Rushing touchdowns. He's playing on the best offense. That team is not who they are without him.
No.
And again, I'm sure all of these other
Yeah, you could say that for everybody.
all of these other quarterbacks, they're not the same without them. But if you're talking about the most valuable player, Patrick Mahomes number 2. Damn it,
Behinds,
Drake May.
Justin
Mayfield.
Herbert.
What?
Justin Herbert.
Oh, wow.
What's their record?
They're ahead of the Chiefs.
Where's Mayfield?
Mayfield is not in the picture.
For yards?
6. It's Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones, Drake
yeah.
May,
Dimes.
Baker Mayfield.
Dimes. Forgot about him.
Yeah. Well,
Kirk Cousins is 43rd.
why do you keep? What is Kirk doing to you, man?
Did you watch the last game?
I don't care. I think it's hilarious that he went after
alone,
Kirk.
man.
Chargers, Chiefs, both 5 and 3.
Come on, man. Here's the thing. I said this. It is a quarterback award. It is not. It's not even relevant to anyone else in the league other than the quarterbacks. I don't know who decides this. I don't know how. I don't know who's watching football and can tell you that Jonathan Taylor is the 6th best player in football today. But they can't. I don't know who the hell is making these decisions.
Well, while I agree, see, I completely agree, because right now it should be Jonathan Taylor, right? But we do have to consider that the odds are a reflection of what could happen. So odds makers are setting these odds because you're not handing out the MVP today.
They're not. How often are they wrong?
Not often.
They're projecting, Anthony.
Exactly.
But how often?
I don't know if you know that, but that's how Vegas works for some of these things.
Thank you. Yes.
They project on what could be so that...
I appreciate your knowledge.
And they do it that way so that they don't get beat to hell on the bets, Anthony.
That's correct.
Just in case you're wondering.
So
Thank you.
So
I
you're
was
telling
wondering.
me you're telling me I should make this
Thank you, Anthony.
this bet on Jonathan Taylor.
Know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. Yeah, if you think he can win, now
I think
now
he
is the
should
time.
win. I don't think he will.
Gary, get your wallet out.
Then don't make the play. Don't make the bet.
Get on my Circus Sports
I'll go to
Illinois app here.
FanDuel.com. You know? We'll get it done.
There we go.
This is
I got you. High betting limits, too.
Yeah.
So I got you. I know you got lots of money.
This is a projection. Anyways, who else? So outside of these players, so we mentioned Allen, we mentioned Mahomes, Stafford, Jonathan Taylor, Baker Mayfield. Who do you think should draw more consideration?
Man,
I've got only one.
okay, who
And I do not think he should be the leader. I do not think he
Is he
should
on
be.
this list you have?
No, he's not.
Is he a quarterback?
Yes. I think
course.
he should be in the
Of course he
mix.
is. Matthew Stafford.
No, Stafford's on the list.
Oh, Stafford is on the list.
Yeah.
I think Taylor should be number
Jared
one.
Goff.
No, but that's an interesting one.
You
guys
the
aren't-
numbers, man. He
you guys
gets
are not going
disrespected
to-
all the time.
You guys are not going to agree with this.
It's
I'll
gonna
give
be
you a hint.
Oh, I hope it's Jordan Love and nobody. Oh my God.
Hope it's
Don't
Aaron
tell-
Rodgers.
Who is it?
It's Jordan Love.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I think Jordan Love
Thank
is
you.
one of the players that maybe he's not getting the consideration now, but I do think moving forward he will.
Because I only had
draw more.
two other names, and I was hoping it wasn't the other one.
Who?
I thought you were going to double down on Sam Darnold.
Oh no, no.
He's got lots of proof.
Some would say the most ever.
Okay. You know,
That's so mad.
everybody's having a good time. Well, I'm not, Marsh.
We love you, Anthony.
Do you?
Maybe we do.
Anybody else?
Anybody else love you?
No. Well, I hope. But that's not in my control, CD. You know, we talk about therapy.
Just keep track of it.
Not in my control who loves me and who doesn't. Anybody else that should be in this mix that's not getting more attention?
No, I think that's about it.
Outside of Jared Goff?
See, I think Jared Goff gets disrespected because everybody thinks, oh, at first it was Ben Johnson's offense. You still got to have a quarterback who puts up those kind of numbers. Mm-hmm. Like,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes for years had a great offensive line, great receivers. All like Tom Brady, when he won some of the MVPs, had great players around him. Peyton Manning had great players around him. So now Jared Goff has great players around him and a good offensive coordinator. Now he sucks.
Well, he's penalized for it, that's for sure.
What about
I mean, he is.
His numbers are good.
I know.
what about Jackson Smith and Jigba?
No.
He's leading the league in receiving.
He's been great.
and he's got one less
Left-handed
game than.
quarterback.
Yeah.
He's got a hell of a quarterback.
Yes, he does.
He does. He's been playing this. I mean, the Vikings would love to have that guy back.
I was about to say, Kevin O'Connell probably cut off his left arm to have.
Oh, you
Sam
cut off
Darnold
Carson
back.
Wentz's arm.
That's right.
He would.
Wentz, come here.
Hey, get that thing.
We have to sacrifice some of the football gods.
Yeah.
You don't need it anymore.
Yeah, you hear me fine.
We got everything we need out of you.
Joe Vitale is going to join us next. Talk a little Blues hockey with him here on 101 ESPN.
talking everything St. Louis Blues as we head into the Blues booth on 101 ESPN. Presented by Boardwalk Hardwood Floors. Find your perfect new floor at boardwalkhardwood.com.
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN 306. Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers and Anthony Stalter. Let's head to the Collier and Thompson phone line. Time to chat with our guy, Joe Vitale. What's up, Joe?
What's up, boys? Doing well.
Are you, Joe? Are you really?
Joe,
What do you guys want to talk about today? There's so much to talk about.
Joe, I got to ask you a question that I've been asked no less than, 417 times in the last 4 days. Hey, what's wrong with the Blues, man?
Jamie, you probably get this a lot too, but I love when the random people you haven't heard from in months or years, they call you, hey, Joe, what's going on? You're thinking, they're just calling to check in. And after a quick little, some pleasantries about the kids and everyone, they go, okay, by the way, what's going on with the Blues? This isn't the reason why I called you, but what's happening with the Blues here? You're like, oh, yeah, okay, I get why now you're calling. It's interesting. Being at the rink this morning, the mood's down, of course. It's a group of guys that they care a great deal, and this one's kind of tricky. It's tricky because you can't really point to one thing. You can't point to, a crazy amount of injuries. Yeah, you got Thomas and Jake out, but I think they still have the horses to get it done, so it's not injuries. Is it just too young of a group? No, you got a good balance of veterans and young guys. Is it too old of a group? Once again, no, you got good veterans. I think so guys in their prime, and so it's not quite that. Is it goaltending? Do we need to get a goalie? I still think we have the best tandem in the league. I think that they are not playing well. Clearly, they're not playing up to the standard they know they can, and the Blues have not gotten that timely save. But also, it's like there's these weird things like just wacky bounces. A game like last night, perfect example. You're in complete control of the game. You got the Red Wings on their heels. You started off great. You're ahead 1-0. Everything's going right. And then Ben Sherratt shoots a puck that goes about 5 or 6 feet wide. It goes off your defenseman, and once again, it's in the back of your net. So it's kind of a collection of so many things. And, growing up, I'm sure you guys remember these. I think they were called magic eyes. Remember those pictures, like magic eyes?
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like certain patterns, and I can never figure these things out for the life of me. But you're looking at these things, and people are like, oh yeah, there's a sailboat, and you're like, what? Like, what? You just kind of twist in it.
You got to put your nose on the paper and back away slowly, Joe.
Amy, I did it nose backwards, I did it backwards. I did it sideways. I twisted my head. I can't figure it out. Anyway, this part of the series, or this part of the season for this Blues team, it kind of feels like that, where you're like, I know the answer is there. I know it's there somewhere, right? And you got people saying, I think I see it. But the good news is that, just like those magic guys, once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's how it goes in hockey, right? All of a sudden, you start getting that bounce. You lost like the last 4 or 5. Maybe you go on a 4 or 5 game run, and then all of a sudden you see it. Right, and then you can't unsee it, and then you're feeling great, right? So it's just a matter of just getting that bounce. Maybe Joe Hofer at Binnington steals you one, you get that good feeling back, and then you start to build. The concerning thing is, and again, if you don't grab it sooner than later, you can fall, take yourself in a bit of a hole here, which, as we know, catch-up hockey in this league, especially with the condensed schedule, is going to be very tough to do. So it is a situation where I think it's a matter of a bounce and a game or two going your way, and then it can start kind of filtering in the right direction.
Joe, I hate to put you on the spot, but I'm actually looking for maybe you've got some insight on it or something more to offer to our listeners. I get asked a lot, the same as you, I'm sure, is, why are the wheels falling off? Like, why is the defensive scheme so bad now? It's the same system as they had last year and the same players as last year. And, why are there lapses? I don't really have an answer for it, but it is kind of weird how you get 5-10 minutes of really good checking hockey, and then the one play blows up in their face and it's ended up in the back of the net. Is there anything schematically that's changed for the Blues, or it's just this couple of those brain hiccups that are happening?
I think schematically, it's a zone defense, right? I mean, for listeners out there, I have no idea what the heck that means. Basically, in the defensive zone, you have players that occupy spaces. Just like in football defense, I'm sure Carey knows, could explain a little bit better in the football standard side of things. But, you have two options in hockey. It's zone or man-on-man. With man-on-man, you end up chasing around a lot. If I'm Dylan Holloway, I have Dylan Larkin, the two Dylans. I got my Larkin, and you're mine until we exit the zone. Zone, you're taking on players and passing them off because you're occupying the space. So it is a zone defense. It's been a scheme that Monty has used since he's been here. I mean, there's been some wrinkles here and there, but nothing's really changed scheme-wise. Defensively, what I have seen is that first and foremost, you have lost 24-ish 100 games of experience. And that's no small number. You have Ryan Suter and you have Nick Leddy, two veteran guys that, they started to slow down a little bit. They showed their age a little bit. But what did they do? They played a simple, direct game. They made the simple play. They knew what it meant to live to fight another day. You don't have to hit a home run every single time, right? You come to the base. I said it last night, I think, on the broadcast, but it's more of whitey ball. It's just, take a hit. Take your base. You may get a base from a walk. It's all about that money ball style. Like for defense, it's the same way. And I think when you have a lot of young guys, you replace that 2,500 games of those two guys with around 100 games with Matthew Kessel and Logan Mailloux. It's going to take time. Right? It is going to take time. So with the youth now, there are some younger players back there, and there's a lot of indecisiveness, and there's lack of consistencies. And when you have that kind of fragile state of mind, what I have experienced, what I have seen, is that all of a sudden that first person in the D zone, they're not going. Like, they're not jumping with authority. They're kind of jumping. They're kind of like tiptoeing. Like, am I in? Am I out? Is that my guy? Is that your guy? And all of a sudden, once you just have that thought, like, it's over. Like, it's too late. The game is far too fast. It's the old Top Gun Maverick line. When you're thinking you're dead. This game is it's played at a pace where now you just can't think. You just have to read and react and trust your instincts. I see, Jamie, that defensively they're not trusting their instincts because they've been losing, because they've been allowing so many goals. There's just so much indecisiveness. So it's really just about, finding that group that can have the authority to just go, know it's the right play, and then everyone can read off them. Because if that first guy is slow, everyone around them can't defend the way they need to. And also big picture, to keep this in mind for the listeners out there, the millions of listeners, tuning into your guys' wonderful show.
Thank you, Joe.
A couple million for sure.
Shout out to the Fast Lane. It's inconsistencies, right? I mean, I guarantee you tune into any broadcast or any show across this country with all 32 teams, outside of about 4 or 5 teams, including like the Utah and the Colorado Avalanche, the New Jersey Devils. Every team is talking about inconsistencies and breakdowns in structure. Why? Because it's early. It's early. Every team's dealing with changes. Every team's got new guys. So this actually is a very common thing. It's just really a matter of, do the Blues have right now what it takes, leadership, quality of players, decision-making, and goaltending, to go out there, correct this problem sooner than later so they find themselves in a good spot around midseason.
Joey, they're adding more youth to that roster with Dalibor Dvorsky being called up. He got a cup of coffee last year. What are you expecting from him, and can he help give this team a shot in the arm?
Well, it can't hurt. I mean, to me, that's it. You look at two situations on bringing up a young player in a situation like this. The first train of thought is, interesting, like a young player, not established, handful of games, do you bring them up into a situation like this where the team is struggling? Is that going to be helpful to his confidence? Certainly that's one train of thought, right? To me, I'm actually the opposite. I think, why not? I mean, you asked Dalibor Dvorsky, hey, do you want to come up? Even if the team's struggling, he's like, well, heck yeah, I want to come up. I don't care if we're winning or losing. I want to be a part of this thing and hopefully a part of the solution. You hope that's the character makeup of him, that he wants to be a part of the solution. So I actually really like the call-up. I think it's a call-up where whether he's the best prospect right now, that's up in the air. I think Stenberg had a great a great camp. He was projected to be one of those first call-ups. It's not so much about Dvorsky has the edge on Stenberg. It's really just about what position do they need. Right now they need a centerman. Robert Thomas is listed as day-to-day. This is probably something, just my take on it, guys, with the call-up of a centerman. Maybe Robert Thomas is a little bit further off than we think. Maybe it's not day-to-day. Again, I don't know. I don't have any intel on that. But when you bring up a centerman, a top six centerman, to me, that's a sign that maybe this will be a little bit longer for Robert Thomas. So for Dvorsky, have a young player come in, take action, right? Grab this thing. You don't need to solve all the Blues' problems. You're one man, right? You're one man. You're not going to get this team back on the winning track alone, but go out there and do your thing, right? The old Todd Reardon. I'm not sure if you were line mates with him or B partners there with him, Jamie, but Todd Reardon was my coach in Wilkes-Barre. I'll never forget, over and over in the minors, he'd say, each and every one of you bring something special to the game, right? Go out there and master your game. So for Dvorsky, go out there and master his game, because that's going to help. It's not going to solve everything, but it is going to help, right? And sometimes you bring up young guys, and they have that youthful energy. They have that jump. They have that excitement, and maybe it's just something that Jim Montgomery finds a little chemistry with a couple wingers around them. And then all of a sudden now you got maybe that top line without Robert Thomas that can certainly start kind of filling this hole which the Blues have found themselves digging in.
Joe, we appreciate you, man. Hang tight. Hang in there. Hopefully this thing gets turned around quickly and better days are ahead for our Blues.
It will, no doubt about it. I have no worries with this group. Talked to Braden this morning. It's a confident group. Obviously, they're a little down and out, but they got the pieces in that locker room to turn this thing around, and it's just a matter of time, in my opinion.
All right, good stuff, Joe. We appreciate you. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks, boys.
All right, that's Joe Vitale here in the Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. You can hear him each and every Blues game on the Blues Radio Network right here on 101 at ESPN. NFL 4 downs. Got a interesting question I'm going to throw at the guys about a couple of first-place teams and who could actually hold on to that first-place stature. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Hey, it's Carey, and I have great news for all of our listeners in the Missouri area. It is great news. FanDuel, America's #1 sports book, is coming to Missouri. On December 1st, you will finally be able to bet on all your favorite teams and all of your favorite sports. And with FanDuel, there are tons of ways to get in on the action. You can bet on everything from the money line to over-unders to which team will win it all. Plus, with live betting, you can even pick which player will score the next touchdown and the one after that. Anytime touchdowns are always fun. Lamar Jackson is back. Maybe you want to take him for an anytime touchdown and then Derrick Henry after that. There are tons of good games this weekend to choose from as well. See for yourself why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Visit FanDuel.com/Missouri to download the app. That's FanDuel.com/Missouri to download the app. FanDuel, play your game. Must be 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gaston on 101 ESPN. Time for a little NFL 4 downs.
First down.
All right, gentlemen. Despite their 2-5 record, should the Ravens be considered the favorite to win the AFC North?
Yes. Carey, your thoughts?
You know, you think you know a guy, right?
He's about to agree with us.
Yeah, he is.
No, hell no, I'm not.
Oh, yeah. Who are you picking?
Yeah, Pittsburgh
No,
Steelers.
no.
Come on,
three
Carey.
games.
Yeah, come on
These
now.
people that listen to this show want your actual thoughts.
That is my actual thoughts. I actually think that if the Pittsburgh Steelers could stop somebody in the fourth quarter,
But you know they can't.
Anthony,
then
you
they
wanna
could win.
If.
Well,
That's not belief.
That's all he's
That's
got
hope.
right now.
last I checked, the Pittsburgh Steelers are number one in their division.
For how long?
Well, Joe Flacco might be injured, so bye-bye Bengals.
But Lamar Jackson is going to be back. And the
a few
Ravens
games on
at
him.
2-5, Carey, the Ravens play the Dolphins, the Vikings, the Browns, the Jets, the Bengals without Flacco. That's a pretty easy schedule. Then they got the Steelers. That's a tough one. Then the Bengals, Patriots.
I mean, their
Come
schedule
on.
is set up for them to go 5 in a row at least.
Oh, boy.
Let's go, baby.
Nah.
I
do
Purple attack.
think-
Come on.
I do like the color purple, but no.
I do think that the Ravens should be the odds-on favorite to win that division. Lamar's back. He'll play tomorrow night. You've got a defense that got healthy last weekend. We saw what that. I mean, even without Lamar, but the rest of the defenders coming back, Kyle Hamilton, some of their other pieces. Tyler Huntley wound up winning that game for them
Yeah.
just by playing steady. So now you got Lamar back. This team's ready to pop.
The only reason why I say no, not right now, I mean, they are 2-5. They got to at least be at 500 for me to even consider that happening. Again, now their next 5 games are all winnable games. They could be sitting there 7-5 in 5 weeks.
You know
and if
it.
that's the case, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are 7-5 as well, we got a problem. So,
Well, no
yeah.
problem. Just
That's a problem for the Steelers.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
give
a
you
problem
that.
for the Steelers.
Yep.
But no, give me a couple weeks. Give me 3 to 5. Give me 3 weeks.
Second down.
No.
All right. Wow. That was harsh.
Do you envision the Broncos holding on to first place in the AFC West, or do doubts remain?
Doubts remain.
Yeah, there's doubts for sure.
Broncos are they're a really good team. I mean, balanced offensively. We saw the running game last week, the week before. It was all on Bo Nix in the passing game because they fell behind by so much, despite what they showed against the Colts. The defense is very good. But I have questions about Bo Nix against top teams. That's really what it comes
But
down
the
to.
good news is they only play 4 top teams the rest of the way.
And-
so they've got 2 against the Chiefs,
Bingo.
Packers, and Chargers.
And then the Chargers are still...
Ish. But 2 against the Chiefs, 1 against the Packers. The rest are very winnable games.
All right, so one more time. 2 against who?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
I know.
And those are the games that are likely to determine that division.
Their schedule goes Texans, Raiders, Chiefs. So it's 2 wins, a
Houston's
loss.
got a great defense.
I think Houston is going to be a tough task for them this week. Patrick
do too.
Surtain out for, I think, 4 to 6 weeks with a torn pec.
Yep.
I think that's going to be detrimental to their defense. Like I think
So
they're
you're
going to
picking
have.
the Texans?
I did pick the Texans in this game. Yes.
Now we know what the problem is.
What's the problem? oh, really?
Carey's the problem.
Here's the problem.
Did we win last week?
Yeah, but Carey,
A little too close for comfort.
Yeah, and I faced my punishment because of it.
You did. You
Won't happen
you
again.
paid the punishment.
I'll be
it
better.
happened twice in a row.
Yeah, but no, I think that the Chiefs eventually win that division.
Agreed. Yeah, I think the Broncos have done a good job thus far.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs are healthy and everybody's playing. Good luck
Good
in
luck.
that division.
I do think, though, that the Broncos are a wild card team.
I agree with that.
I don't think they're going to completely fall out and mostly because of what Jamie talked about with the schedule. They're too good of a team to be losing to some of these lesser than squads down the stretch.
Yeah.
Third down.
Better odds, in your opinion, to remain in first place, the Patriots or the Broncos?
Patriots. Because I don't give the Broncos a chance with the Chiefs in their division.
Does that say anything about the Bills? I agree.
It says a lot about the Bills.
Okay. I agree on both. Exactly what you just said.
Yeah, it says a lot about the Bills. It also says a lot about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Bills were expected to win that division. They were supposed to run away with it. They can't stop anybody on the offense. They can't stop anybody from running.
Outside of Andy Dalton and the Panthers.
Well, they don't count. And the Panthers,
they're an NFL team.
They are. That was rude of me. But I think everybody else, yeah, you can run on them at free will. It's not an issue. So, and it says a lot about what the Patriots are. The Patriots are they are the surprise team for me in terms of how well they've performed, how well they've played, leading that division. I had no idea that the Patriots would be where they are right now.
I thought they would be better. I didn't think they would have a chance to win the division.
Third or fourth in that division.
Yeah.
Because I actually thought Miami was going to take a step forward, and they are just a bleep show.
Yes, they are.
So it is a huge surprise of how well the Patriots are playing right
Marsh did like the Patriots, though.
Yeah, I had them in the playoffs. It was a wild card team.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth down.
Do you think there will be a big name, A.J. Brown, Breece Hall, Trey Hendrickson, Kirk Cousins, at the trade deadline? Traded at the trade deadline.
Outside of Kirk Cousins going back to Minnesota, no. I don't. And that's not going to happen either. I can't do that to Marsh.
What about if the Bengals are close and Joe Burrow's not quite healthy? And Joe Flacco, obviously on the injured part right now. I think they'd make a push and be like, although it's the Bengals, they don't want to spend money, so forget about it.
I mean, the Falcons have to eat all that.
Guys, I'd like to completely retract my statement.
You got it. It has been retracted.
And I will go punish myself.
Yeah. What?
Not here.
Okay, yeah. Good.
What? I just won't eat. I won't have dessert later.
Oh, okay.
That's your problem.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. No, I don't. I don't think Breece Hall gets dealt. I don't think A.J. Brown gets dealt.
I don't either.
I mean, maybe TreyHendrickson, but
why would you would be foolish to trade A.J. Brown? I don't give a damn
maybe
how much he's
out.
complaining. So what?
I trade that guy.
So
trade him to the Lions.
Did you see that offense without him last week?
Trade him to the Lions.
Balanced rolls.
They also rolled the week bore.
Yeah, because they didn't pass him the ball.
Yeah, they passed him the ball a lot. 300 yards.
The Vikings game.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marsh.
Sorry, Marsh. Okay, he's refusing to talk to us.
He hates our guts today. He hasn't said 3 words to us.
But he will next because he's got what's trending here on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Blues lost to the Detroit Red Wings last night by a final score of 5-2. They'll be back in action tomorrow, taking on the Vancouver Canucks, and you can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN. Pregame starts at 6. Puck drop is at 7. Dalibor Dvorsky recalled from Springfield. He will play with the Blues on Thursday. We talked a little bit about that earlier in the show, as well as when we talked with Joe Vitale. If you missed that interview, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our interviews and all of our shows, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. Tonight on 101 ESPN, we'll have Game 5 of the World Series between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. That series is all knotted up at 2 games apiece. Pregame starts at 6. First pitch is at 7. Coming up next, we have What's Trending. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Guys, we really don't talk about the NBA all that much.
Shame, too.
But anytime Michael Jordan speaks, I feel like we should talk about it. Last night, in his second installment of MJ Insights to Excellence on NBC, Michael Jordan touched on load management, which is something that fans absolutely hate, and I don't blame them. In quote, he said, well, it shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove it was something that I felt like the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up top who probably worked his butt off to get a ticket or to get money to buy the ticket. He went on to say, I was going to find a way to get out there even if I was a decoy. My question for you guys is, at what point did the NBA change, and when did your favorite version of the NBA take a turn, or has it?
Oh, well, for me, I'm a little older than these guys are, and I grew up on Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson. The Celtics, Lakers. That was my introduction to basketball, and I have to be honest with you guys, I loved it. I loved it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, James Worthy, Kurt Rambis, Magic Johnson. I mean, you just name it. Name your star from either team. I loved watching those two teams play basketball. Then the next wave of really good basketball came with the Pistons era and then the Chicago Bulls. And every version of it, I tell you what I didn't really enjoy for a hot minute was the San Antonio Spurs.
What?
Oh, I enjoyed that.
That was like watching paint dry.
Nah.
Even with the Admiral and Tim Duncan, they were just too much the same. There wasn't enough attitude for me, Carey. Then Rodman got there. Things kind of changed a little bit. My guy was playing his heart out there. But after the Bulls era, I really can't say that I have been intrigued by basketball since. And I don't know why. Because I was a huge fan. Had my dad buy a basketball hoop at a garage sale, and we rigged this thing up to our garage. It wasn't really a backboard. We bought this extra plywood and whatnot. We made a basketball hoop for a hockey playing kid because I loved watching basketball, loved playing basketball, all these things. And then when Jordan, that era kind of fizzled out, so did my interest in basketball. And I don't really know if I can correlate it with one particular thing, except that it kind of became more of a show than guys that were leaving it out there on the court, like battling, fighting, elbowing, shoving, like getting after each other. And then now it's just kind of a show. They all love each other, 3 points, this, that, blah, blah, super teams. I don't know. To me, I don't feel like the players are as invested, so I'm not.
So, Carey, I want you to have the last word on this. I'll just throw my 2 cents in. Jamie, I loved the era that you just discussed. First, it was the Lakers and the Celtics. Then it moved to the Pistons. Then it moved to the Bulls.
And I like the Lakers after Shaq, Kobe. That era was really good too. So I can't forget those guys.
So the Bulls, and then I appreciated the Spurs, and I'll get to that in a second here.
It's boring.
I appreciated the Spurs. Appreciated the Kobe, Shaq dynamic, and then I appreciated the Golden State Warriors because each era had its identity. Like Celtics and Lakers, of course, with Magic and Larry, that's one thing. The bad boy Pistons, they played with an edge and a style, and they beat you up. The Bulls with MJ had its identity, its style. The Spurs, sure, a little bit boring, but it was all fundamentals, and you could not.
Are boring.
Even so, they were perfect.
I know.
You had to be perfect to beat them,
They're
which
well
I
coached,
appreciated.
great team.
Popovich, one of the best minds in basketball. Yep. Same thing. So Lakers, they had a style. Kobe, you pick your poisons.
Well, and Kobe might fight Shaq halfway through the game.
You never know.
You just don't know.
Golden State, obviously, with the 3-point. But since then, I don't feel as though there has been a style that has developed since Steph Curry and the Warriors started to drain threes. It is just, every team, it has become homogenized.
It's because most of it is one-on-one basketball. Like it is, can I beat my defender one-on-one? Everybody get out of the way. The Spurs were poetry in motion. You might not have liked it, but when all five guys can touch the ball doesn't hit the ground. We don't have to dribble. We're going to cut. We're going to get an easy layup. We're going to get it to I was watching a video maybe 2 days ago of the Spurs and how they just it was the most selfless version until the Golden State Warriors got to where they are now. They're like just selfless. Everybody's passing the ball. Everybody touches. Okay, you get the best shot because you're the closest to the rim, or you have the best shot to make the 2 points or the 3 points.
Do you remember when they played the Nets in the NBA Finals? Mm-hmm. Every time it went down low to Duncan, if they collapsed on Duncan, he kicked it out to either Ginobili or Parker, and they would hit it every time.
Yes.
If they didn't collapse, he would go off the backboard and in. Beautiful. It was unbelievable.
I think it changed. I don't know when the solo one-on-one game has shifted the NBA, and it makes it boring to watch because you see, I think it started with James Harden going one-on-one, breaking people down, taking 2 steps back, shooting a shot, and for him it was beautiful. Then you get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's kind of the same. He gets a lot of fouls and gets to the free throw line. But I do think that it is starting to change back a little bit. The New York Knicks are a rugged team that play the game the right way. I wish Karl Anthony Towns would be more in the paint, but that's a me thing. I think Anthony Edwards is more of that as well, kind of back to the basics where he's calling out guys and going after guys. And the friendly part of it is kind of dissipating, in my opinion. At least I hope. But I think that started with LeBron. I think LeBron was the culprit, and I know people love LeBron, but I do think he was the culprit because when you're the best player and you do things a certain way, and it starts to shift how the game is. Like Kobe was an animal. Like I remember when Dwayne Wade hit him in the face and I think broke his nose in an All-Star game, and Kobe was like, "Yeah, I love it. It's okay." Like, yeah. And Dwayne Wade was like, "Oh, man, we got this guy when we come out of the break. He's going to be trying to kill me." Like, but that was the mentality. And then it kind of shifted to, we're all best buds, man. Don't go too hard. And then the NBA All-Star game is, we're friends. We're pals. Like, and so.
And then the load management.
Then the load management and the money. I mean, guys getting paid $40, $50, $60 million a year. They're like, well, I'm not going to give you everything I got in an All-Star game. I'm not going to give you everything I got for 82 games, which is completely counterproductive to what the guys that built that up to where it is now. So
imagine Magic Johnson turning to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Listen, man.
And saying, "Hey, Kareem, I just think I'm going to take a night off. I'm a little tired." Kareem would have punched him in the face.
Maybe. Probably. Like these guys played in Converse in the 70s. Do you ever play? You ever walked around in Converse?
They're not comfortable.
Damn hooping in them.
Yeah.
You just walk around for 2 hours in some Converse.
No disrespect to the great Chuck Taylor.
I mean, they were
but,
iconic shoes, but I mean, come on, man.
There's a reason I don't wear them anymore.
So it was just a different mindset. And I think the NBA, I do hope that it's going back to that mentality, though. I think Anthony Edwards does have that, fast lane everybody.
One guy's going to change the culture?
Well, one guy changed it the way that it is.
Well, you're right, but that guy's a hell of a player.
He is. He's going to go down as one of the greatest to play it. But I think Anthony Edwards and that group and that crew and like I said, the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, they are kind of rugged, rough style players that just love the game.
If it is, I'm in.
I hope so.
All right, that's what's trending here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We got NFL Contenders and Pretenders next on 101 ESPN. Let's play NFL Pretenders or Contenders here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. New England Patriots are 6-2. They're leading the AFC East. Now, Carey, I know that you actually compiled this list. Is this contender for the Super Bowl or contender for
what are we talking about here?
Conference title, contender for the playoffs?
Let me make sure I look at my list and see what teams I have on there.
You look at that list
before I give you an answer. Where the hell is it at? All right, I don't see it.
All right, Carey.
Other side there.
I just looked on the other side.
It says New England Patriots 6-2 leading the AFC
there it is.
East.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no. This is for division. Sorry.
Carey.
We talked about it. What do you mean?
Is it the Super Bowl?
No, hell no.
Conference title?
Division.
Oh, division. Just the division.
Anthony and I discussed that part in the office.
Okay, so just the division. I forget something.
That's okay.
Listen,
we all have brain damage.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit. Yeah.
100% true.
Yeah, definitely. No, division. Sorry.
All right. I think they're a real contender to win the AFC
I
East.
agree.
Absolutely.
I agree. Yeah.
Drake May is playing at at best, he's playing at MVP level. At worst, he's playing at a franchise quarterback level. He's been outstanding.
He's playing really well.
And he's playing surrounded with guys that are good, not great.
Right.
You know, I mean, the receiving core, like Stephon Diggs, but it's this version of Stephon Diggs. He's been good, but he's not what he was in his prime. Keyshawn Boutte has been excellent for them. Hunter Henry's been very good. Ramondre Stevenson stopped dropping the ball, which is good, but their
Pretty
defense is just solid. It's not, it's not a defense that you'd look at and say, this is one of the best in the league. But I still think with the Jets being in that division, the Dolphins being in that division, and then the Bills still having a real issue in several areas, I think the Patriots are a contender to win the AFC East.
I agree. I think they are as well. And I think, and they're doing this, in my opinion, I don't know if Drake May has reached superstar level yet. I won't say that he has because I think he's still got some ways to go. Not much, but he still has a little bit of ways to go. I don't know that they have a superstar on their team. Like, I think they are blue-collar, hard-hat team of football players that just show up and do their job. The leading tagger is Robert Spillane, who I love. He is this dude just likes to hit people.
Was he Illinois?
He was a Steeler. Yeah, he likes to hit people.
That's right.
He likes to hit them in the face, which
in the face.
And right in the face.
Yep.
And I'm not mad at it, man. Like, dude is just like downhill and will just smoke you. He doesn't care.
I like it.
He doesn't care about himself, which as a linebacker, hell, sign me up, buddy. Yeah, he's a really good football player. Not a big dude, but just just plays much bigger than he actually is. So, but they don't have a superstar, and I do think that they can win this division. And I will go back to what I said earlier because we have some people that, sometimes your listening ears aren't on. What I said about the Bills is defensively, they struggle stopping the run.
That's correct.
They are second to last in the NFL in yards allowed on the ground.
Yes.
That's what I said. I said if you run on them, you can have a day.
Like Bijan.
I mean, pick one, like Derek. Yeah, I mean, just go off, young man. So, yeah.
All right. Contender or pretender? Denver Broncos to win the AFC West.
Pretender in my book. Because Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, but at 6-2,
they got to be a contender.
They've got to be a contender.
They haven't played the Chiefs yet.
I understand.
I think the Chiefs will win the division. However, the Broncos have got to be considered a contender to win the division.
They might finish third in their division.
Oh, Carey.
That doesn't mean they don't make the playoffs.
Grow up.
Couldn't have said it better.
Thank you, Jamie.
And neither one of you think I'm wrong. That's the problem. See? He doesn't think I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong.
He doesn't. He believes me. See? He's a Justin
I'm not
Herbert
as much
fan.
on the Herbert train as my colleague over here. I think the Broncos are going to finish first or second in that division. Probably second. But that doesn't mean they're not a contender for the division for me. So I'm going to say contender.
All right, he got a pretender. I want to go back real quick. Robert Spillane, he went to college?
Iowa.
No.
CMU.
Close.
Western Michigan?
Yeah.
Oh, to hell with him, then. It's Central Western Weekend, by the way.
Boy.
So I'm not even giving it.
You're not going to give him no love?
TV.
No, I'm not going to give him it.
I wasn't joking. I was saying, you're not going to give him no love?
No, are you kidding me? A Bronco? I'm not going to give him any love.
Where's the game at?
It's Kalamazoo, which is Western Michigan.
When is the next time it's at CMU?
Next year.
We got to go.
We got to go. I think we
gotta
got
go.
Broadcast.
Can you get us tickets?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
He's on the notable alumni
He's
page.
notable
What the
Water
hell?
Boy put me on the Central Michigan page there.
Next year we go.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Next year we go.
I think we should.
And we really do it up.
I'll take you all the great spots.
Yeah.
See if Bennigan's is still around. I'll take you guys
Do
to
they
Meyer.
tailgate?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
will for that game, right?
Oh, yeah. They do a tailgate.
Yeah, but like the tailgate is like 12 pickup trucks.
No, it's an act. Well, it's a tailgate with the pickup truck.
That's okay. I'll bring my truck. We'll be
There
fine.
you go.
Have a good time.
All right, moving on here. Contender or pretender? Seahawks, NFC West. Contender. You may think the Rams. You may think
I think the Rams
Niners,
are,
but
I think they're a pretender.
you think the Rams are a pretender?
The whole division is
Seahawks.
pretenders.
No. Maybe.
What don't
Maybe
you?
my whole list.
What don't you like about Seattle?
I don't. Well, listen, I was just there. I don't like the Washington Huskies at all.
I
So,
get that.
You know,
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, that was a bad weekend for
Sorry.
me. But no, I just think the Rams are okay. So if it's a contender for me, that means that I think that they're going to win the division. I don't think that they are.
Well, no, I think you at least have to. Contender is just they're contending for the division.
Well, then everybody's contending because they're all leading the damn division.
He's not playing the game.
I made the damn game.
I know, but that makes it even worse.
Rules.
All right, so
Yeah,
the
but they don't have
Chargers.
rules.
So the Chargers for me.
They're a contender?
They're a pretender to win the division because I don't think they're going to. It's either the Broncos or the Chiefs for me. I don't think the Chargers have enough juice to win the division. So I think they're a pretender even at 5-3.
The Seahawks are a contender for you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
I have to say yes. For the division, absolutely. So are the Rams, for that matter.
The Rams are a contender for me.
Yes.
Both of them.
I don't know if I have them on there, but the Rams are.
I agree.
And the 49ers are. I would take because the 49ers, I know Fred Warner is out. I know they've had a ton of
Bosa's
injuries,
out.
but they still find ways to win games. And that loss against the Texans last week, I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
But I still believe that the 49ers will find a way to get it done.
So I was all ready to hop on that Niners bandwagon until they lost to the Texans. And I don't think it's a bad loss. It's not like losing the Dolphins at home. But when it comes to like that matchup, I don't know. They let me down. The Niners let me down. I'm making it personal with the Niners right now. I am.
Don't
Sorry,
trust him, Anthony.
I know.
Tells you a long time ago.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, we got to get to the Gauntlet. Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
403, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers. It's the officially licensed Rolex jeweler. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Time for the gauntlet. We got Jack on the line. What's up, Jack?
Not much. What's going on, fellas?
Doing great. Appreciate you listening. Thanks for playing today. You got the entire board available to you. Would you like to take on Marsh, Carey, Jamie, or me in round 1?
I'll go with you, Anthony.
Wow, I'm going back to back here.
Back to back.
Jack, good luck to you.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
All right, Anthony, on his way to the Cone of Silence. While he slowly makes his way there, Jack, tell my guy Marshy to spin that wheel, please.
Spin that wheel, Marshy.
All right, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses here, pal?
I know better, but wouldn't mind some random.
Dude, you got random.
Dead smack in the middle.
Dead smack in the middle of random.
Well, now I need to back it up. So
Yeah. Now the pressure's on, big boy. All right, each question is worth 2 points. If you use the options, they're worth 1 point. If you get it wrong, you get no points. And if we're tied at the end of this whole thing, we will have a tiebreaker and we will get a winner. Jack, are you ready?
I am.
All right, buddy, here we go. Question 1, category is random. What is the largest living organism on Earth?
Ooh, I'll go with the blue whale. Final answer.
Question number 2. Can you identify the lead singer and songwriter for Radiohead?
Oh, shoot. Options.
Is it Brett Gallagher, Liam Payne, or Tom York? Was it?
Tom York. Final answer.
Question number 3. Name last year's top-selling liquid laundry detergent brand in the United States.
Tide. Final answer.
All right, question 4. A quinceañera represents one of the most meaningful traditions in Latin American culture. This celebration occurs when an individual turns what age?
15. Final answer.
All right, let's get Anthony in here. His ass barely hit the seat. How we feeling, buddy?
So. Really not sure.
All right. Well, Anthony's on his way back in. He was reacting
to some music?
Something. What was going on there, Anthony? What were you listening to?
We're jamming. Mike
I
Reiner
couldn't
and I.
hear because I had my ears plugged in.
I just heard like a lot of noise out there.
Yeah. What was it?
I wish it was
Kilo.
Oh,
the same jam we were
All right.
rapping to earlier.
Okay. Well, Anthony, category today is random.
I don't like random at all.
Pack a lunch,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah. Here we go.
Options.
Question 1. What is the largest living organism on planet Earth?
Options.
Is it the blue whale, the honey mushroom, or sequoia tree in Northern California?
Blue whale. Final answer.
Question number 2. Can you identify the lead singer and songwriter for Radiohead?
No. Options.
Is it Brett Gallagher, Liam Payne, or Tom York?
I think Gallagher. I think that's Oasis. What are the other two? Tom Payne and who?
Brett Gallagher, Liam Payne, or Tom York?
Liam Payne or something. I don't know. Tom York. Final answer.
Question number 3. Name last year's top-selling liquid laundry detergent brand in the United States.
Tide. Final answer.
Final question. A quinceañera represents one of the most meaningful traditions in Latin American culture. This celebration occurs when an individual turns what age?
Oh, man. Oh, it's a child. La quinceañera. I feel like it's like 10. 10. Final answer.
Carey, I think I'm just going to go in order here.
That sounds good to me.
No, that's never good.
What is the largest living organism on Earth? Jack, without the options, said blue whale.
Oh, boy.
Anthony, with the options, said blue whale. Answer is
The honey mushroom.
the honey mushroom, a fungus in eastern Oregon that spans 2,300 acres.
Good.
Oh, man. Aaron Rodgers is going to love that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can climb it one day.
Okay, question 2. Can you identify the lead singer and songwriter for Radiohead? With the options, Jack said Tom York and knew it right away. Tom York. Anthony with the options said, Tom York. Answer is
It is Tom York.
Tom York. We are all tied up at 1. Name last year's top-selling liquid laundry detergent brand in the United States. Without the options, Jack said Tide. Anthony without the options said Tide. Answer is
It's Tide.
it is Tide. And we are tied
Nice.
up at
See what you
3.
did there.
Huh?
See what you did there. Tied up.
Thank you.
Pun intended.
It was completely intended this time.
Good job.
All right, last question. A quinceañera represents one of the most meaningful traditions in Latin American culture.
Oh, no.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. This celebration occurs when an individual turns what age? So some would say the answer's in the question. Some would say that if they took Spanish at any point in their life.
I took 4 years of it, 3 years of Spanish 1.
How'd that go for you?
1 year of Spanish 2.
Okay. Well, Jack said without the options, 15.
Yeah.
Anthony, without the options, said 10.
It's not 10.
If you're counting to 5, Anthony, what would 5 be in Spanish?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cinco.
Yeah.
Jack.
You have chosen wisely.
Yeah, it's 15. It is 15. Jack, you got him on the old quinceañera, baby.
Nice job, Jack. Nice job.
All right. Spanish one. I guess I remembered a little bit more.
Oh,
Yeah, you did,
wow,
buddy. Yeah, you did. Well, no, he did. Absolutely. All I remember is un sacapuntas. Pencil sharpener.
Oh, my goodness. That's a pencil sharpener?
Yeah. Or el sacapuntas.
I took Spanish. I remember a little more than that, but I don't remember that one.
Yeah, well, I always thought that was a funny word.
It kind of is.
Yeah, pencil sharpener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to need that.
The other one I remember is piso mojado, which of course means wet floor. You see it on the signs all the time. Piso mojado.
That's some random stuff right there. Either way, Jack got you, which means he'll be back tomorrow for Andrew, Carey, or myself. Pack a lunch, Jack. What do you say, bud?
Sounds good. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Nice job, Jack.
Buddy,
Congrats,
great job, man.
Gator says, hello, Anthony. I knew Wichita is born. Not even close.
That's not close. No.
Nothing will top Wichita.
Nah.
Not recognizing the number 15 in quinceañera.
I knew it as soon as when you reread it. I'm like, I fast laned that up.
So, like, it's 14, 15 is 15, right? So, quinceañera.
Yeah. Ocho, nueve.
Ocho, that's 8. 9,
Diez is 10.
Diez.
11, 12, 13,
14.
14. Yeah. Quinceañera. It's all right, buddy. It's all right. We've all been there, man.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to head to the penalty box like a man. All right. Am I disappointed? Sure.
You performed well.
But Jack,
Not as disappointed as we are, but that's fine.
Jack was better. Jack was better today, much like the Red Wings.
Jack,
in 2 previous games against the Blues.
He thinks he's going to hurt me?
No.
My guy.
I'm trying to. Well, Nathan Walker didn't.
Oh, wow. Locks just caught a stray.
Neither did Tyler Tucker.
Oh, man.
Is it same play?
Tough crowd.
Is it the players, coaches, or scheme?
Oh, man.
For the Blues.
It's like
Some would
Anthony's
say
got
yes.
his too.
That's next on 101 ESPN. You got until Friday to get out to Herculaneum to check out Auto Center's great deals going on during their Scary Good Deals event throughout the month of October. Halloween is on Friday. The deal ends on Friday, but right now you can still drive home a brand new 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano with no money down, 0% APR for 60 months, and no payments for 3 months. Here's the kicker. Auto Center's Nissan, they have over 1,000 new and used vehicles all in one location. So you don't have to lot hop. You don't have to drive around to different locations to find the vehicles that you search for online. When you go to AutoCentersNissan.com and you pick out a couple of vehicles that you like, the price point it matches, the financing offers are all there. Once you head out to test drive the vehicles at Auto Centers Nissan Herculaneum, those same vehicles will actually be there, so you can take a look at the selection that they have online and then know that the vehicles will all be there for you. So if you're set up with Auto Centers Nissan, you get the complimentary lifetime warranty on all new Nissans and a 30-day return promise. And if you already own a Nissan, bring it in for service and your first oil change is free, even if you didn't purchase from Auto Center. So don't wait. These scary good deals disappear soon. Visit AutoCentersNissan.com. When you do head out to Herculaneum, tell them Stalter sent you. It's Auto Centers Nissan.
I mean, guys come to the rink every night. And, yeah, we can play better defensively and we can not make so many mistakes, but guys care. Like that's our jobs. We're very lucky to do what we do, and I think guys realize that and understand that. And obviously, the fans, they can be as frustrated as they want at us and have every right to, because at the end of the day, we're not getting the job done. And right now, our job is to find a way. We can't look big picture right now. We've got to find a way to get one win and play for the guy next to you and buckle down and build a little inner confidence for yourself and for the team.
That was the captain, Braden Shen, discussing some of the things that went wrong.
Baby.
Yep, absolutely. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN Live from the penalty box. I'm Anthony Stalter, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh. A lot of times, guys, it doesn't matter what team it is and what sport it is. When things are going wrong, it's either players, coaches, or scheme. If it's the players, it's usually a lack of execution, but the coaching is there and the scheme is fine. If it's coaching, whatever information that the coaches are trying to get to the players or more motivate them to play together, it's just not happening. If it's scheme, a lot of times you might have a good scheme, it just doesn't match your players. So I ask you, Jamie.
Or the players aren't executing it properly.
That's what I'm saying. So if it's either players, coaches, or scheme. When it comes to the Blues, Jamie, I would have to imagine they have the right players, but those players are not executing. So in this case, if you're talking about the three things, players, coaches, or scheme, it's the players. It's lack of execution.
Yeah, whenever a team struggles like this, quite honestly, my opinion is in any sport, unless you really have bad coaching staff or get bad coaches, it falls on the players. It just does, because the same coaching staff that had your team playing so good last year is in place. Nothing has changed. Jim Montgomery, head coach. We know he's a phenomenal, if not top 5 head coaches in the National Hockey League. Steve Ott is a phenomenal associate coach. Mike Weber, a great defensive coach and penalty kill coach. Claude Julien, by the way, who just happens to be there for help. Stanley Cup champion, of one of the winningest coaches. You've got a great staff. Let's not forget Dave Alexander, too. I will never forget him because he is unbelievable at what he does with those goaltenders, as well as schematically helping the team offensively. The players are not executing what is being drawn up for them. And it's not like Jim Montgomery woke up in August and said, you know what, guys? Otter, Webby, Claude, Davey, everybody in my office. See all this, what we did last year? We're not doing it this year. I got an idea. We're going to change everything. Yeah. That didn't happen. And I'm being kind of funny about it, but that didn't happen. What happened is, how can we get that team to get back to the details and the hard work and the execution that we had at the end of last season? How can we start the season that way? Well, it hasn't happened. For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't have the answer. But you heard the captain. And Carey, I don't know about you. I get a little bit angry when people say, well, they're not trying, or they've given up on the coach. I hated Mike Keenan. I never gave up on the team. I never quit on the coach. Did I like him? No, not at all. But I never gave up. You know why? Because it wasn't really about the coach. It was about the dude next to me and the other guy across the room from me and the guy that's putting his ass on the line too. And, of course, the fans. Like here in St. Louis, I never once went into a game not wanting to win, or at least, for lack of better words, die trying, okay? And when I hear people say, well, this team's quit, or they don't care, or you're wrong. The fact that they're making bad plays doesn't mean they don't care. Sometimes they're trying too hard, which draws a player out of position. Like that goal last night, Nathan Walker and Tyler Tucker. Nathan Walker's trying his best right there to kill that play. Get the puck back and go. Do you think he's saying, oh, man, I can't wait to go here to let this guy pass the puck to the guy behind me and they can score?
No.
Of course not. So that's where, again, as we go full circle here, it comes back to the players. The players know the systems. They know the schemes. Call whatever the hell you want. They know what they're supposed to be doing. They need to execute it, and they need to pay attention to all the details that are involved in doing so.
So, Jamie, I imagine that the answer to this question is yes. So, if you can expand on it, is all this correctable?
Yeah.
And is it correctable quickly? Because that's really all. I mean, fans are ticked off, but ultimately, the fans just want to see that their favorite team get it back in short order. Now they're pissed. They can start to say like, we're done. This team stinks. You got to fire people. You got to trade people. Whatever. They could do that, but they also saw what happened after the Four Nations tournament last year. That was very real. Mm-hmm. So how quickly can they correct this?
I don't have an answer to that because obviously if I had that answer, I'd go buy a lottery ticket too. But here's what I'll say. And I'm not in the coach's office. I'm not in the locker rooms. I have no idea what has been said or what is going to be said. Mm-hmm. But here's how I would handle it as a coaching staff and leadership group of the team. We're 10 games in. Wasn't great. Wasn't great. What we need to do is park it. Because we can't bring those 10 games back. It doesn't mean we forget about what went wrong there, but we can't bring it back. So the focus for this group now is we want to be 500 or better in the next 10. And I know that's not setting the bar high. I know it's not. But if you come in with expectations that are way too high on a team that right now is not, I hate the word fragile because it makes it sound like, I can't play. Not fragile. On a team that right now seems to be looking up every time and saying, man, luck is not going our way. I'm not confident. I'm not making the plays that I know I can make. I want to do better. So park that first 10 games. Goodbye. It ain't coming back. But for the next 10, we can change the narrative. We can change how we feel in the next 10 games. Mm-hmm. And that's the way I would be approaching it. Told you before, I always had a 5-game segment. You try to win 3 out of 5. Win 3 out of 5. Every 5 games, win 3 out of 5. If you do that, you're going to have a pretty good season. Now let's stretch it to 10 games. Can we win 6 games? Can we go 6-4? If so, that's not a bad 10 games. If you go 6-4 in the next 10 games, you find yourself right back in the mix. Because the Blues aren't the only team that have stumbled out of the gate. Lots of teams are having consistency issues right now in the NHL. So just try to right the ship. You cannot get that 10 games back. Focus on the games ahead of you. And for me, it starts right away again tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is like, okay, home game. We're going to pretend this is our home opener. And I know these are like little mind games, but you need them. Psychologically, Carey, sometimes mm-hmm. you gotta trick yourself into believing something that ain't true. Mm-hmm. So you're like, tomorrow night, home opener. Let's change it and go from there.
Yeah. I was going to say, to your question, is it the scheme, the players, or the coaching? I'm with Jamie. I think it's the players. But as he said, it's not like players are trying to stink or they're trying not to perform well. Sometimes you try too hard and you do things that are out of your character because you're like, somebody has to make a play. And that's when you have to, for lack of a better word or phrase, dumb it down, slow it down, do the things you've always done and do it correctly and not worry about making the spectacular play, quote unquote, air quotes, right? It's not about being spectacular. It's doing the mundane things over and over and over again and getting back to basics and doing what you're coached to do. Like if you're doing those things, generally speaking, your coaches are telling you what's going on. They're telling you what they're seeing, what's happening, and then it's on you to actually, in real time, go do that mm-hmm. and make that specific play and be in that specific space. And if you're not, then you're probably not going to win. But it is on the players to follow through with the things that they are being asked to do over and over and over again, but doing it consistently and not feeling like, I got to do something outside of my character because nobody's doing it. It's not going to work. You got to just do your job, do it to the best of your ability, and then everybody else comes along and does their job as well.
That's Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We've got part 1 of our Sports Six-Pack next. So if you got a question for us, send it into the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Sports Six-Pack, part 1 next. The NBA is rolling along, and you can play all of your NBA hunches on certain players at Underdog Fantasy. You can make your entries, win money right now in our state of Missouri. Playing an Underdog, I talk about this a lot. It's a lot of fun, and it's super easy. You just choose whether or not a player is going to go higher or lower on their stats. So if you absolutely hate a matchup, you could say lower on the player's point total, lower on rebounds, lower on assists. If you love the matchup for a certain player, great. You can say higher on 25.5 points for Kevin Durant tonight against Toronto. Or maybe you're looking at a different matchup and, knowing that Boston has really struggled this season, going lower on Jaylen Brown's point total of 23.5 against Cleveland. However you want to play, it's completely up to you. But if you get your entries right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1 at Underdog. So download the app today. Use my promo code, and the promo code is just my first name, Anthony. And you're going to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is Anthony. Underdog. Make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.nsbgambling.org.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Blues fell to the Detroit Red Wings last night by a final score of 5-2. The Blues will be back in action tomorrow, taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Pregame starts at 6. Puck drop is at 7. Dalibor Dvorsky will play in that game. He was recalled from Springfield earlier today, and we talked about that with Joe Vitale. If you missed that interview, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or go to just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our interviews and full shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have our Sports Six Pack coming up next, so get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. Part 1 of the Six Pack is next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
9646 the Air Comfort Service text line. If you got any questions for us, send them in now with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Here's Andrew Marsh with question 1.
Question number 1.
First one comes from Grant Francis Fan Club. How long do you anticipate Dalibor Dvorsky staying up with the team, barring any further injuries?
I think the way he plays will dictate it. If he comes in and outplays players that are on the roster, I could see Doug Armstrong moving on from certain players. So,
Moving on?
yeah,
Like
waving.
see you bye?
Goodbye. Well, if they've had 10 games and they haven't done anything with it so far, and maybe they've had a whole season before that didn't do anything with it, and then Dalibor Dvorsky comes in and starts putting points on the board and creating offensive chances while learning how to play better defense, count me in.
Gotcha.
So he's here until he's not here. And I know that's not a great answer, but I mean, again, I can't predict the future. I think this call-up gives Dalibor Dvorsky more control over his immediate future than the call-up he had before.
I like it.
Question number 2.
From the Waterboy, we are nearing the halfway point in the NFL season. Who are your front runners to make the Super Bowl? Is it the Colts? Is it the Bucs? Who are your teams?
Chiefs.
I'm going to go Chiefs-Lions.
Of course.
Oh, sorry. You're going to say Pittsburgh Steelers, probably?
I'm not, actually.
I'm saying
I
the
watched
Chiefs
them
and the
play
Lions.
defense the last 2
Am I way
weeks.
off base with that?
No.
So then what the hell is your problem?
I don't know.
You just don't like my Lions.
No, I like the Lions.
You don't
I
like the
Dan
Chiefs?
Campbell. No, I like the Chiefs.
What's your problem then?
I like the Eagles more.
Okay, but Carey, your turn.
Eagles.
Oh, there it is.
Chiefs. Run it back.
Chiefs Packers.
Oh, God.
All 3 of us got the Chiefs.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Come on. I don't see it. Certainly
Who's
not.
going to stop them?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Thought you just said Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are going to
Win the division, absolutely. They will.
Maybe it's a tiebreaker here. Marshy, what do you got?
I think the Chiefs are going to go back. I think the Chiefs might win the Super Bowl this year, to be honest. I think it's a total Chief thing to have everybody count them out after a few games, and then they go on and go to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl. I just don't know if there's a team out there. And, we like the Colts. They're a fun story. I just, I think they could challenge the Chiefs. We'll see how the rest of the season goes, and definitely we'll figure that out in November when they play each other. But, I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes. Until the other guys prove that they can, and that's Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, whoever else in the AFC, until they can prove that they can beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, I don't believe it, because they've had so many opportunities they can't do it. Only Joe Burrow's done it, and he can't ever stay healthy.
I have a question. Just popped in my head. Why don't people get sick of the Chiefs like they do the Dodgers?
They do.
They do.
Yeah, absolutely.
People are definitely hungover from Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was
100%.
a look-alike thing at the Blues game last night, and Travis Kelce's face popped up, and literally half the arena booed him.
There you go.
Wow.
What did Travis Kelce do to anybody?
He plays for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Who did
Question
you pick from
number
the
3.
NFC? Marshy?
Oh, I didn't pick an NFC team.
Wow, he's trying to get out of
You're
it.
trying to.
No. I think this could be the Lions' year. I think it could be. I don't see
Let him talk.
I don't see another team outside of the Eagles, but this version of the Eagles I don't trust. So I'll go with the Lions.
All right.
Another team that people had question marks about after week 1.
Boy, did they ever, including me. I was like, woof.
Yeah, it didn't look good. That's for sure.
And I don't trust Jordan Love either. I know he's won a playoff game, but that was against the Cowboys, who notoriously lose in the first round of the playoffs. So, granted, the Lions really haven't done anything either in their franchise history. So, who knows? Who really knows? But I'll go with the Lions.
Who knows? Who really knows?
All right, question number 3 from the 801. We saw Logan Cooley sign an $8 by $10 million contract with Utah this morning. Would that be a realistic figure for Dylan Holloway or Philip Broberg, or are they around 8 by 8?
I think it's more 8 by 8, probably 8 by 7, 8 by 8. I don't think either one of them are in that Logan Cooley discussion. A couple of reasons is Logan Cooley's been a more prominent player on his team longer. And if we look at his numbers, 24-25, he had 65 points. So not like earth-shattering compared to Dylan Holloway. But I just think he's a Coyotes/Mammoth pick. His rookie season had 44 points in 82 games, 65 points in 75 games. He's just been a bigger piece of their puzzle in this rebuild of theirs. And I think they're locking him up at a pretty reasonable rate. So I don't see Holloway or Broberg getting $10 million plus. I just don't.
Is Dylan Holloway hurting his next contract by the way he's playing right now?
He's 10 games in.
Obviously.
If he's still if the same points per 10 game ratio continues, well, yeah, of course.
Is that a good thing for the Blues?
Not really, because that means they're not playing very good.
No, I understand that. I understand that. I'm just thinking from a contract standpoint.
Yeah.
If maybe this is just a down year, if you understand what I'm asking.
It is, but if it's a down year, it means it's a down year for the team because he was supposed to be a huge part of the process, right? So if he's not able to produce, yeah, it might be better for your pocketbook, but then what he'll do is he'll just sign his 1-year RFA qualifying offer, which would be $3 million, and take another swing at it again. So at some point, you're going to have to pay Dylan Holloway unless he just decides to never play well again, and then you'll move on from said player.
All right. Let's continue with our Sports Six Pack. Part 2 is coming up next, so keep those questions coming in. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. Again, we'll continue with the Six Pack next.
Circus Sports coming to you here in Missouri, December 1st, right around the corner. Going to be a lot of fun, that is for sure. And I know in talking to Derek Stevens and some of his staff that they have big things planned here for the state of Missouri. But until then, get to the website or any app store, download Circus Sports Illinois, the app, fantastic app. Just love using it, super user-friendly. And if you have a problem for whatever reason, you get to talk to an actual human being. You're not pushing buttons or talking to bots. No, you get a human being because Derek Stevens and Circus Sports, they want great customer service for all of their customers. And they've got the player props available over there. They've got the parlays. They've got great lines on futures bets, tight money line splits, and, of course, the best odds of any app that is out there, and high betting limits, too. In case you want to get a little risky. You never know. So please don't miss out on any of the action. Download Bet Like a Pro with your Circus Sports Illinois app today and join in on all the excitement. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
All right, time for part 2 of the Sports Six Pack here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. March, question 4, please.
Question number 4.
From the 573, I'm watching this World Series and I'm torn between rooting for Ohtani doing unthinkable things each night and my extreme disdain for the Dodgers. How are you guys balancing this? Should your perception of a player be impacted by a team they're playing for?
It's been extremely hard for me to root for the Dodgers this postseason. With all the great things that Shohei has done and Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman and all these great players they got, Yamamoto. It's been hard for me, man. Really hard. But I'm getting through it. It's been a challenge to root for these Los Angeles Dodgers the way that I have. But, God willing, we will prevail.
Did you really? Really?
That was pretty sick, Carey.
Can't do
that. Was real sick.
You lost me there. I don't have any problem rooting against the Dodgers. They just won it last year. Ohtani's got his World Series ring. He's got whatever. He's got his millions and millions and millions of dollars. Why would I feel bad if the Blue Jays won, who haven't won since 1993?
Right, Joe Carter.
Joe Carter over the fence against Wild Thing Williams.
Shot.
A hell of a shot. No problem cheering against the damn Dodgers.
No, I have
those guys.
I have 0.0 issues rooting against the Dodgers.
You rooted against them last year.
You're damn right. And when they're in it again next year, I'll root against them again next year.
Man, he's Canadian, so he has to root for the Blue Jays.
I don't have to. I choose to.
When they're in it in 27, I'll root against them. In 28, I'll root against them. When they're back in 29, I'll root against them. And in 2030, damn right, I'm going to root against those Dodgers.
At some point, you'll come along.
But in 2033, you don't have to, Anthony.
Cardinals. Mm-hmm. That's our year.
Is it going to take that long? Well, they won't be playing the Dodgers, so it won't be a conflict of interest.
That's why Marsh said what he said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well said.
Question number 5.
From the 314, as a pro athlete, have you ever listened to sports radio to find out what they're saying about you or your teammates?
Man, I don't know.
Hell no.
Nope.
You have to be an idiot to listen to us while you're an active player.
Yeah, nope, no chance.
Or I would turn it off, change the channel, don't walk in the room if it's on. What the hell do I care about that for?
I was always too busy just listening to music.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Good music.
No podcast, no talk radio, no. Well, they weren't really around anyways, but yeah, no, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, it's unhealthy, I think, as a professional athlete to listen to the sports media. Because then you're or even read articles, read the paper when we were playing news.
I used to read the paper.
Did you? The sports?
The next day after I had a good game.
Oh, yeah. Then you look at it. But if you played horribly, you don't read that.
It's only a few times I read the paper.
You don't read that. You don't pay attention to that. Because then you got the media members that come in that may have said something, that you didn't like.
Didn't vibe with.
Now it's
that's awkward.
It's very awkward, very uncomfortable for them, not for you. But yeah, you just and you have to understand that those people are doing their job. Like we're doing our job, and if you play well, we say you played well. If you play poorly, we say you played poorly. It's no different than what a coach is telling you in the meeting room. Like this is if people think, oh, those guys are beating down the Blues or the Cardinals, I guarantee you that their coaches have just told them the same thing. You got to get a hit in this timely situation. You got to field that ball. You got to cover that man and not stand at the post watching the play.
Yeah. I do think that professional athletes, they have it better financially, certainly, now than we ever did. But they also have it worse from a mental health standpoint. And hear me out, because when I played, I just told you, there weren't really even podcasts around. It was like talk radio or a newspaper. if you really went fishing later on, as my career went on, you'd have to go like on the computer, sit at home on your desktop, and like go looking for things. So we're asking players, certain leagues, probably all of them are asking players to continue to branch out, to grow not only their brand, but to grow the game of hockey, the game of football, the game of basketball, globally.
Mm-hmm.
In order to do that, they probably have to have a pretty good footprint in the social media world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if player X has a bad game and people follow him or her on social media, they just tag him at blah, blah, blah. You suck, you stink, blah, 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 blah. And so every day when they open that up, it's got to be a struggle to not read some of those things. Now, I understand, I think you can block some of that stuff. Not the people, but just the messages. So maybe they're doing that. But if you really, they have it, it's a much more difficult game of avoiding things nowadays. And I don't envy that part of it. Well, they're paid millions of dollars. I know. So we should just mentally pulverize them then, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
According to some.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a hard thing. Like the mental aspect of it. Like you do have to be strong physically and mentally to deal with some of this crap that I'm sure that they and then it's for me, and Jamie, I'm sure you agree with this. It's one thing to get, talked about because you didn't perform well, right? But then there are some athletes that get death threats or get slurs, racial slurs, or homophobic things, like things that are said to them because of they missed a shot or they missed a field goal or they dropped a pass or whatever. Whatever that was, they struck out. That to me is when that's way too far.
Yeah,
and those people,
it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Period.
Question number 6.
From part-time Nebraska fan, what is your projection on the Tigers for the rest of the season? A 10-2 team that squeaks into the college football playoff with good losses against top 10 teams, or a team that goes 9-3 or 8-4 and just doesn't quite have what it takes? Or is it something else?
If they go 10-2, they should be in the college football playoff because at that point you would have wins. Again, we're doing this if you go 10-2, so they would win out. You would have wins against Texas A&M, depending on where Oklahoma is. Oklahoma. And your 2 losses would be Alabama and Vanderbilt. Alabama was 8. Vanderbilt was 10 when you lost to them. Vanderbilt was on the road. It was 17-10. Could have went either way. So I think if you go 10-2, you're in. Do I think they're going to go 10-2? I do not.
That's going to be tough.
It's going to be very tough. Texas A&M is they are one of the best teams. Right now, they're currently the best team in the SEC, record-wise. Now, you can argue Alabama is fine. Mississippi State has become a much better game than what I thought it was going to be in August. Oklahoma might be a game, though, that you circle now and say that one's a little bit easier than it was earlier in the season. The defense got exposed last week against Ole Miss. And then Arkansas, they could put up points, but they have no defense. So I just don't. I think more realistically, they're a 9-win team than a 10-win team.
No pushback from me. I can't say anything bad about Missouri. People come after me. I think they've played well enough, just not well enough to win in those 2 games. Play here, play there, probably on the right side of it, and you're probably undefeated. But not good enough to get the dub, unfortunately. And then your quarterback goes down. Your second quarterback. That to me is the part. Like, I don't know what Zellers has in the old playbook in the bag, but you lose 2 quarterbacks in one season. The fact that you've only had 2 losses says a lot about your team.
Yeah.
Right?
You've had a really good year.
You've had a really good year. But your third quarterback, I don't care what stars he has. I don't care. Like, it's the number of snaps he's played, the number of games, the type of defenses he's seen, and the amount of pressure that he's going to face in a situation where you're playing the number 3 team in the country. Life is hard. As a college football quarterback, it's much harder when you haven't had the reps to do so. So it'll be interesting to see. But I think up until this point, despite the fact that they've lost their starting quarterback and then lost their backup quarterback, I think they've had a really good year.
Yeah, I think if they go 10-2 and the last 4 victories that they get are with their third string quarterback, I don't think there's any doubt at all they make the playoff. And I don't know if the committee would even take that into consideration. One would think they'd have to because, you're looking at a team that is playing a true freshman.
Yeah.
But I think if they go 10-2 with the current roster, I think they're in.
Yeah, this isn't a Florida State situation where the quarterback went down and the backup quarterback played horribly the following week, and they're like, yeah, we can't.
Yeah.
This would be a situation where Zollers comes in, nearly beats Vanderbilt. Then, again, in this scenario, beats A&M, Mississippi State, Oklahoma, and Arkansas.
He played well, man.
The committee.
For that kid coming in when he did the pressure, he played well.
Yes, I agree. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. It's the last week to enter the Tee It Up with TMA giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra. If you're ready to hit the fairway with the crew from the morning after, well, good news. One lucky winner and a guest will score a free round of golf with Tim and Jackson of the morning after at Fox Run Golf Club. It's your chance to hang out, enjoy a laid-back round with Tim and Jackson. Use the code SWING to get entered to win now, either at 101ESPN.com or on the 101 ESPN mobile app. You must be 21. The Tee It Up with TMA giveaway is courtesy of Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. What more can you ask of Jordan Kyrou? I'm sure some fans will say a lot more, but Jamie's going to highlight some of the things that Jordan Kyrou has really done well. Is he one of the few bright spots thus far to open up the Blues season? That's next on 101 ESPN.
After nearly 45 years of outfitting the best-dressed vehicles in the St. Louis and St. Charles areas, you can trust that your prized investment is in great hands over at Pure Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modification, and they are absolutely known for their top-quality work and unbelievable customer service. The 25,000 square foot facility houses the largest showroom in the area. You can find anything and everything you might need to enhance your vehicle. They've got a massive assortment of leveling kits, lift kits for Jeeps, SUVs, trucks of any make and model, and don't let your road stop your adventure. They've got leveling kits that fit all of your budgets, no matter what that is, and they've got great people over there. So what you need to do is get over there in person, take the Cave Springs Boulevard exit right off of Highway 70. When you get inside, ask for Shelby or Paul. Shelby or Paul, tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. They're going to ask you what kind of vehicle you have, what are you looking to do, and how much you're willing to spend, and that's when they do their best work. They're going to maximize your budget for you, and your vehicle is going to be incredible. I know I've had lots of work done over at Pure Performance, and I couldn't be happier. So please, again, get there in person, but if not, get there online. Visit them at pureperformance.com. Again, that's pure, P-U-R, performance.com.
They just kept backing off, Joe, and they let him shoot it.
Well, it's only been the one shot in the period, so I think Detroit was just feeling good like they're going to ride into the sunset.
That was Joe Vitale and Chris Kerber on the call last night. Of course, it's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN, where it's 5:03 your time check, brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Jordan Kyrou, one of the few bright spots this season for the Blues. He's off to an excellent start, Jamie. He's clearly the best forward through however many games it's been. What are you seeing right now out of Jordan Kyrou, his game?
Well, a much more well-rounded game. I think that I think it was a game or two into the season, Jim Montgomery kind of challenged his leadership group where he said, our top guys got to be our top guys. And since that moment, Jordan Kyrou's gotten a point in each of the last 8 games. Mm-hmm. So he's clearly heard the message, but it's not that he's just getting points, because Jordan Kyrou got points before and people still didn't like him. Am I wrong?
No, you're not. It's just funny the way you said it.
Is it too straightforward?
It was very straightforward. I liked it.
Well, the guy is almost a point-a-game guy for 3 years in a row, and people are like, get rid of him. I can't stand this guy.
Right. Yeah.
All summer long, all we heard about it here is, when are they going to trade Kyrou? Why hasn't Army traded Kyrou yet? Why the hell would you trade a guy who's getting that many points? What are you going to get in return?
Right.
You thought you were mad about the Bolduc trade. Guy had 19 goals. Come on, right? So when I watch this, a couple things to me jump off the page. One, not that it matters to Jordan Kyrou, but proud of the way this kid has responded to a lot of this stuff. And, it's not, we just talked about it. Social media, newspapers, podcasts, all the stuff that's out there. Jordan, he could hear his name out there, his agent just telling him, never know, you might be traded, just be ready, that type of stuff. So all of that stuff certainly wears on you. And instead of it bothering Jordan Kyrou throughout the offseason, which I'm sure it did, he has used it as fuel. He's come back here with a no-trade clause now, because Army did not trade him.
Yeah.
And he's got 8 points in 10 games, 4 goals, 4 assists. And the way he's generating some of his offense, though, is by playing really good defensively. The first couple of games of the season, you watch the block shots at the end of the game. So I remember Calgary. In Calgary, the goalie was pulled for the Flames, and the puck came back to the blue line. I believe it was Rasmus Andersson, who has a bomb, wound up and ripped it. Jordan Kyrou went down on one knee and blocked it. That doesn't feel good. Mm-hmm. I've done it a lot. I was a player that had to do it, and it sucked. He's a player that doesn't necessarily have to do it.
Yeah.
He did it. His teammates jumped up on the bench, banging their sticks on the boards like they recognized it. The very next game in Vancouver in the first period, same situation presents itself, another blocked shot. Then against Dallas, he has a great turn of events where he goes back, rips the puck away defensively, passes it back and forth. Him and Dylan Holloway end up scoring a goal on that play. So what was once his biggest weakness as far as the defensive side of the game or the defensive awareness of the game is now turning him into a much better player. He's tracking the pucks. He's back in the zone. He gets back down low where he's supposed to go. And the game, I'm not saying the game has gotten easier for Jordan Kyrou, but I think Jordan Kyrou is realizing now something that we said a long time ago. The harder you play defensively, the quicker you get the puck back, and now you get to play offense.
Right.
So I think it's 10 games in, and I can't be a hypocrite. I can't say that 10 games means not all that much when the Blues are losing, and then highlight that 10 games is the end-all, be-all for Jordan Kyrou.
Right.
But it's 10 games, in my opinion, in a positive direction that looks like a much more well-rounded player.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
I agree as well. I think you're seeing I'll take it back to, I forget what game it was last year when he turned the puck over in overtime and then blew the guy up and got the puck back. Like, that to me was
your favorite
That's
Jordan
my favorite
Kyrou
Jordan Kyrou. I don't give a damn about a goal.
Yeah.
I don't care. I need to see the clip of it. Yeah. I want it on
I think it was actually against the Red Wings. It was Alex DeBrincat.
I loved it. I just think that to me was a sign in the direction of, because he had been turning it over a couple of times, I think, in those situations. And you get scored on, and you're like, oh, he did it again. And this time he turned it over. He's like, nope, fast lane that, knock you down. Let me have that back. And I think that when you start to get praised for the things that aren't normally in your repertoire, it kind of gives you a boost of adrenaline to do it more. Like you talk about stopping a shot, blocking a shot, and the whole bench stand up. You're like, oh, these guys, they don't just celebrate when I score. They really do. So now you start to shift your mindset and say, okay, the other little things, I know I can score. I know I can be an offensive threat. But my team really needs me to be this person or this type of player in these types of situations. And they appreciate that. They appreciate that more. They expect me to score goals. They expect me to be an offensive, on the offensive side, just have offensive prowess. But defensively and playing with more effort, those are the things that really get coaches excited, teammates excited, and they start to believe in you more as a teammate. And they do. They love you more for it because you're one of the guys. You're not just playing one side of the rink. You're playing the entire 200 feet. So they start to show, and it starts to show how much they appreciate and respect that.
Yeah, I would agree. And when you're watching Jordan Kyrou now, too, so far for me anyways, he's been much more assertive with the puck. Would I like to see him be a tad more assertive on the power play? I would. But you go back to the Detroit game, he comes up high, Fowler gives him the puck, he takes 2 hard strides and rips it top shelf. And then last night, too, his shot has been fantastic. So if we're evaluating honestly here, Jordan Kyrou has been, I'd say, arguably your best player. The only other guy I would highlight who has been very consistent and very deserving is Jake Neighbors. Jake has 7 points in 8 games, 6 goals. Plays that all-around game. He's a physical presence, a great leader, all that stuff. But the fact that you're sitting here, kind of splitting hairs between what I would consider Jake Neighbors to be one of your best all-around players, and then Jordan Kyrou, who's one of your best offensive weapons, who's now turned into a really solid all-around player. I'm not going to give him farther than that. I'm not ready to anoint him as the Selke Trophy winner at any time soon or any point in his career. But like Brett Hull learned over the course of his career is just play good enough defensively and you'll score more points and the team wins more games. And so when Brett Hull was scoring all of those goals way back when, it's not that he sacrificed defense. He just didn't need to play it. The league was different. Times were different. As my career went on and as Brett's career went on, like when we got back together in Detroit, the game had evolved even more at that point, and so had Brett Hull. And Brett Hull's out there killing penalties and things like that. And by the way, Mike Keenan and Joe Quenneville would have never played Brett Hull on a penalty kill. Not even like at gunpoint. No, I'll take my chances, okay? But what Hully proved and what he, not to me or to his teammates because we knew how smart he was, but to the coaching staff is not only can he be dependable, but he's really smart too. And Hully had a great defensive stick, smart positioning, and he rounded out his game. Now, to be completely safe in this, I'm not comparing Jordan Kyrou to Brett Hull, nor will I ever.
5:10 p.m.
Yeah, I just said I'm not.
Oh, you said it before. It's already done.
Jordan Kyrou will never beat Brett Hull, and there's nothing wrong with that. He's one of the best players to ever play the game.
Yeah.
My point is that Brett Hull was one of the greatest offensive players to ever touch the ice. Yet he figured out as his career went on that the defensive side of the game was more important, and it's more important now in today's game than it's ever been before in any era.
No doubt. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. The Blues will take on the Canucks tomorrow night. Pre-game starts at 6. Puck drops at 7. One other programming note, we will have the Dodgers and Blue Jays Game 5 tonight for you. Pre-game at 6, first pitch at 7. So Game 5 tonight between the Dodgers and Blue Jays, and we're carrying the World Series, again, right here on 101 ESPN. We did our NFL Contenders or Pretenders. How about some college football Contenders or Pretenders? National Championship edition. That's next. Jamie, I love Stewie. I love the fact that we can call him on his personal cell phone number and we get special treatment. Actually, that's not true.
No, we really don't.
We hand out the personal cell phone number of Stewie's
and
because
they get special treatment.
We all do, because Stewie is there to help everybody. And we're joking, but we're not, because Stewie likes to hand out his personal cell phone number for a reason. He doesn't want you sitting on hold. He doesn't want you to be wasting time talking to an automated machine or somebody that's never going to get back to you. Stewie's there to help. So if it's a loan that you're looking for a new home, if you found your dream home but you have no idea where your financial situation's at because you don't know, you got different businesses and things like that tie into your income. And you're like, this is a mess. I don't even know if I want to deal with it. Don't worry about it. Let Stewie deal with it. He's a maniac and he loves helping people.
He's the best, man. He really is. He's my favorite psychopath out there. And he created the bagel loan. We talk about the bagel loan all the time. I'm going to take us a quick second to describe what that actually is. And by the way, there's no strings attached to the bagel loan. There's no bait and switch on this one at all. If you borrow $200,000 or more, there are no underwriting fees, no appraisal fees, no title fees, no lender fees, no closing costs. Bottom line, there it is. Black and white. He puts it on his website. It's on the contract, all that stuff. If you qualify for the bagel loan, that's exactly what you get. And so there's absolutely no reason, whether you're purchasing a home, refinancing, credit card debt, there's no reason not to call Stewie. That number, that is also important, is 314-324-4440.
Again, that number's 314-324-4440.
Call our guy Stewie. Tell him Anthony and Jamie sent you in. If you can't remember that number,
Google the bagel loan.
NMLS number 226715.
So we did our NFL contenders and pretenders, but let's do our college football contenders and pretenders. This is the national championship edition. So this is whether or not a team that you believe that can either win a national championship or can get to a national championship. I'll wait until Carey gets in here. He's walking in now because I know that he's not a big believer in the 8-0 Texas A&M Aggies. He certainly is less of a believer than I but I think A&M has a quarterback that is going to cause a lot of issues for any team that he faces. They've got incredible athletes all over the field. I mean, they got speed all over the place, and they've played very good defense. And I know coaching-wise, they're going to be set up for success under Mike Elko. So I say they are a national championship contender.
And Anthony, I say they are
what?
A national championship contender.
No kidding.
Yeah, man. Marcel Reed
brothers
is that
again?
guy. Yeah, he balled, man. I said, listen. Watching them play football.
I know. I wasn't expecting this.
The first half against LSU, I was like, same old A&M versus LSU. LSU is terrible. And I told you I thought LSU was terrible. I didn't think LSU was a good football team. And here they are at halftime. I think were they down or
they were down. They were because LSU put together a drive right before halftime that.
And so I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yep, same old A&M as I expected.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just exploded in the second half. And I was like, oh, maybe they are different A&M than I've become accustomed to. Because the normal A&M would have found a way to lose that game at LSU, and Brian Kelly would still have his job. This version of Texas A&M said, nah, wait. We're going to take care of our business, and we're going to actually win this game. They were down 18-14 at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I was, and I was sitting there watching. I'm like, man, I told them, I said they should blow the hell out of LSU. They should be beating the hell out of these guys. They should blow them out.
I got you.
Yeah, they should blow them out. Blow the hell out of these guys. Blow them out.
We still talking about football?
We still are. Yeah. Right. What are we talking about? What are we doing here?
Okay.
And the second half, they did.
Yeah.
The second half.
It was a show.
They 35 points.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they showed up and showed out. And so that to me was like, okay, now I can believe that this Texas A&M team is the real deal.
Yeah, they put an emphatic exclamation point or period on Brian Kelly's tenure.
Yeah. Now get out of here is what they told him.
Now beat it.
Yeah.
Get up on out of here.
Yep. Jamie, A&M?
Yes, absolutely. I've thought they've been a really good team all year. I was interested to see how they'd fare against some of the other ranked teams, but what can you say? I mean, they beat Notre Dame at the start of the season. They just whooped up on LSU. We'll see what happens now with Missouri game, and then after that should be smooth sailing for them. I don't think Texas is going to cause any problems. It could be an undefeated team headed into the end of the season.
All right, Oregon.
Here's how I am with Oregon. About 4 or 5 weeks ago, maybe even earlier, 3 weeks ago, I thought they were the best team in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I said it to you. I said, that's the best team in the country.
Yep.
After they beat Penn State, now we find out Penn State maybe wasn't what they were, but at the time, Penn State was still a pretty damn good team. They've fallen off a cliff since. Hasn't worked out for them.
Got their coach fired, too.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought Oregon was the best team in the country. I thought they were. I think they have a great head coach. I think they have a great offensive scheme. I think they'll win out the rest of the season. They've got Iowa, Minnesota, a 23 USC. And Washington, obviously, they can't be overlooked by any means. That's going to be a hell of a game, too. They're in Washington, so we know that that's going to be a bragging rights game for those people up there in the Pacific Northwest. But I do. I think Oregon's a contender. I don't count them out.
I agree. I think Oregon is a contender as well. Dante Moore, I told you early in the season, I thought he was one of the front runners for the Heisman Trophy. But I think they have weapons on their entire offense, defense. I think they're loaded with talent. And Dan Lanning does a great job. I mean, Dan Lanning is a Missouri guy. He's from, I believe he's from Kansas City or Blue Springs, somewhere in that area. And he's a humble, down-to-earth, grinded out kind of person. That's his background. That's his personality. And I think his team, despite all of the talent that they have, they also have that mentality to grind it out and work their butts off. Now, they got upset versus Indiana, which I thought was a surprise to everyone. And I think that was more about Indiana.
Not Marsh.
It was a surprise then, maybe not so much now.
Because when they beat Oregon at Oregon, I'm like, oh, they are a really good team.
Yeah,
okay,
that did it for me.
I was tripping. I was wrong.
Same.
They beat the hell out of us. I was like, but really, are they really?
I was like, that doesn't tell me anything.
Marsh was like, I think Indiana could win this one outright. I'm like, Marsh, you're drunk.
Yeah,
Go
he
home.
wasn't. He was sober.
Let's get you an Uber. But it was me that needed the Uber.
Yeah, but I do think Oregon is a national champion contender. And it might be a situation where they play Indiana in the playoffs and they thumped them. No?
What was the game? Yeah, what was the game last year where
Oregon and Ohio State?
Okay, where it flipped. Yeah, because Oregon
beat them in the regular season,
and then Ohio State took them behind the woodshed.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. I mean, how can you not say that Oregon is a national title contender? Dante Moore, their quarterback, has been fantastic. They got 3 running backs in Winningham, Hill, and Davison.
St. Louis kid, Dier Hill.
Yeah, I love the tight end, Sadiq. He is a talent. He's only got 22 receptions on the year, but he's got 5 touchdowns. He's a huge red zone threat. The other kid, Moore, has been fantastic for them. And their defense, in terms of like defensive efficiency, they're 4th in the nation. Yeah. So they are balanced. They're loaded. They got great coaching. All right, moving on. So we all agree on that. This is one I think where we probably veer off in the contender. Georgia Tech is 8-0, far and away the best ACC team.
And then where you had where you were at when you had was that the game you went to?
Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember.
Beautiful stadium.
He was there.
You don't remember.
He just doesn't know.
Do you know who they played?
No. I remember being there. I remember thinking this is really cool. Mm-hmm. And then I remember like waking up the next morning. Never mind.
So I think Brent Key there's no question he has Georgia Tech trending upwards. I mean, multiple wins, undefeated start. The staff upgrades that he's made defensively have been key. The recruiting and the transfer. It's a really good team, but they're gonna face tougher contenders. I mean, we were all excited about the Clemson win, and
Clemson is terrible.
Clemson's terrible. They haven't been tested.
Yeah, they have not. But I go back to last year. They took that Georgia team into double overtime.
Yeah,
they had a chance to win that game. Haynes King he's like he's Diego Pavi. Like he has the same ability. He's leading their team in rushing touchdowns and passing yards. Like he takes care of the football, and so. I think when you face a quarterback that is dynamic both in the run game and the pass game, it is hell on defensive coordinators. I don't think they're a national championship contender.
Nah.
I don't. I think the ACC is soft. It's not a lot of good football going on there. Mm-hmm. But they'll probably play Miami in the ACC championship game. And we'll see who's the better team coming out of that.
Georgia's the last game of the year for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Georgia's going to be a tough one. But again, they almost beat them last year, and I think they were 6-4 last year. So, and they played some really good games. I think they played Miami, if I'm not mistaken, last year down to the wire. They beat Miami.
Yeah, because Mario Cristobal.
Yeah, what did he do? He did something he shouldn't have done.
He fast landed up. The timing of the clock, and when he was he shouldn't have ran a play or something. And speaking of Mario Cristobal in Miami. At one point, I thought Miami was a national title contender. I can't do it. Not after the Louisville loss. Carson Beck completely
4
blew
interceptions.
up. It was terrible. And now that's one of those games where you look back and you say, all right, now who did they beat? You start to question everything after a loss like that. So you go back and you look at the Hurricanes.
They beat 3 teams in the top 20.
Notre Dame, sure.
Yeah, but
the South Florida, that starts to lose a little luster.
They won 49-12.
Florida State
it's not
terrible.
like they won 27-24.
All right, you know what? Jamie's right. Bethune-Cookman was a pretty good win, too. 45-3 over them.
See, why you gotta be like that? Why does he go extreme?
I have to be like that.
Why does he do that? He goes extreme.
Carey knows.
Well, Bethune.
I have to prove a point.
No, I'm just. It's called talking, Anthony. Boy.
Not when you're not saying what he wants to hear.
I'm not married to you.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Kristen does go through a lot. There's no question about it.
Relationships are
complicated.
They are, man.
Yeah.
2 people with different mindsets coming from different places, different worlds.
I'll tell you something.
Trying to come together
and
agree.
And you're bringing
this
helpful.
part. This is that is. That is helpful.
I will tell you something, a little secret that you guys, you guys may or may not know. Some mornings, not every morning, Ashley wakes up. She wakes me up.
Wait. I hope she wakes up every morning.
She wakes up every morning.
Yeah.
I looked at him like, whoa.
But some mornings when she wakes up, like because she's awake.
Yeah.
She wakes me up, Anthony. And I'm like, what's going on? And she pinches herself. Like, what's wrong? What are you doing? She goes, Just pinching myself to let myself know that you're real.
Oh my God! No,
Jamie, is this a story?
5, 4, 3. Check the text messages.
She does, honestly.
Jamie, is this?
And then she says, "Can I make you breakfast?" And I said, I'm good, honey. Just fold my clothes.
Jamie, is this a story that you
Check
often
your text
tell
messages
yourself?
now. All right.
I don't know. I feel like it happens.
Yeah. In your mind, it happens.
It is
You guys
mine.
know her. Come on, you can see that totally happening, right?
Nah.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana 8-0 after they beat Oregon, and they have routed everybody.
Yeah, I told you. She sent the message. 5, 4, 3. There you go. What did it
You
say?
are so fast lane full of bleep. Oh, hang on. She goes, I pinched myself twice. See? There we go.
Wow. I don't
There it
know.
is.
Yeah.
You're welcome, dear.
All right. Indiana.
National championship contender.
Yes.
No questions asked.
And last one is Vanderbilt. I say no.
I say no.
Nope. Sorry, Diego.
Yeah, I wasn't over. Look, Mizzou played them very tough, but okay, if we're just looking at that one and we say Vanderbilt, Mizzou, it's a close game, it's a good matchup. We don't have Mizzou as a national title contender, right? That game could have went either way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
I
What
wasn't.
about Ole Miss? We didn't talk about them.
I left them off.
I don't think they have the defense, but they're
Bama?
fun.
Really quick, Bama?
Bama's yes.
I say
Georgia?
Bama, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I left Ohio State off because I said, I think that's a consensus, yes.
Do you think they have a chance?
Yeah. Listen, Jamie, they got some dudes, man. They got some guys that can ball. Alabama, yes. Georgia,
I'm gonna say yes because of the track record. You know, you got Kirby Smart, and that defense is starting. They're starting to hit their stride. I feel
Georgia should be a 2-loss team, and maybe they definitely should have lost to Tennessee. Tennessee misses a field goal at the end of the game.
Yeah,
it was at Tennessee. I get it, but they could have lost to Tennessee.
Well, they were up by 10 with 5 minutes left too.
Tennessee was dominating that game, in my opinion, for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
They just found a way to lose it. I don't know that Georgia found a way to win that game. And the Ole Miss game, I actually thought Ole Miss was going to win that one, but.
Oh yeah,
it just didn't turn out. It was kind of another one. So
both teams were in control. Tennessee and Ole Miss were in control until the final minutes.
Correct. So for me, I wouldn't. I'm not sure on Georgia as being a national championship contender.
I'll say yes just because
I'm saying no.
I got my Georgia allegiance. We all pick teams. Jamie ruined Texas.
Oh, yeah.
You ruined the Illini.
I didn't ruin the Illini.
You picked Texas.
No, after week 1, I said, screw that. I went to Mizzou.
You can't do that.
You can't switch.
Who made the rules?
Oh, my.
Or the bylaws?
We did.
Jamie, it's got to be hell with you.
Why?
Because you just changed the rule. Let me ask you a question. Like playing board games at the Rivers house.
It's a dream come true for some.
For some. Need to make sure that's actually who texted you that. But either way.
It says Ashley, I think.
It could have been somebody. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you play board games at home, do you win all the time?
I do, or I break the game.
Okay, makes sense. Because you're gonna find the way for the rules to benefit.
No, what I do is I interpret the rules the way they're supposed to be interpreted.
No, it's on a piece of paper.
Carey.
There's only one way to interpret it.
It depends who wrote it.
We all have that friend. That when we're winning in a video game, when we're a child, they get pissed off and hit the reset button.
My cousin was that way.
And that's Jamie.
Jamie's
a reset button.
Yeah. Bump into it. Tom Brady used to do that too, allegedly. I guess he did that in college.
Him and Tom Brady.
Yeah. You and him.
Same person. Jamie and Tom, same person.
I don't think I ever reset the game. I think I broke it a few times.
My cousin definitely used to
Wouldn't
break
play
it.
Nintendo.
It got to the point where we're gonna fight.
A little button.
Yep.
If you break this game. Take your butt outside. Go cool off.
So I have a buddy that grew up two houses down from me and my brother. Now, I say he's my buddy. He was 4 years older than my brother, 8 years older than me, but he was an athlete and played university football for Ottawa U up in Canada. Like as a 5'8", like cornerback. He wasn't a big guy, and my point is, they didn't have video games at his house. And so he would come over and we'd play hockey, football, me, him, my brother, his brothers, and all stuff. And so when we got a Nintendo at one point, Al was his name. Sean was off. My brother Sean was off playing hockey. Al was still going to university, and he'd be finished his homework or whatever, and he'd be like, "Come on over." And usually he'd sit down, watch some hockey highlights with me and my dad, and hey, want to play some Nintendo?
Yeah.
And we had Tecmo Bowl. Okay. But what Al didn't realize until much later on in life is that there were certain teams that had plays you couldn't stop.
Yeah.
So
Bo
like
Jackson.
the slant play, right? So as soon as I knew he picked the right defense, I'm like, I got to check down. I got to find my guy, Anthony. And I'd hit the guy, and he'd run for 10, 15, 20 yards, and I'd be like, I picked the damn play. How do you're cheating? And I never told him a word. Like 10 years later, I told him, by the way, there were cheat plays on like 3 or 4 different teams.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to fight me.
Well, he's got to figure that out. He's got to be better.
If you don't own the game,
you don't know the specifics.
What do you want to tell you? And we outlawed like Bo Jackson, but each team had one little slant play.
Like Willie Galt was one of them. You throw a slant to him,
Boy,
and he'd catch it and
go. The Raiders. All right, it's fast. Actually, Bears. Excuse me. I was thinking of some of the Raiders wide receivers that they had back in the day. It was
Tim Brown,
and there was somebody else too.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, obviously, you had Marcus Allen and Bo Jackson.
Where?
The Raiders. Who was opposite of Tim Brown?
Wow.
This is gonna drive me
Willie
nuts.
Galt was a Raider too for a while.
Yeah.
He was. We had Willie Galt and Tim Brown at one point.
It might have been.
It might have been Willie Galt that I was thinking of.
I can't think of anybody else.
It might have been Willie Galt because he was with the Bears and the Browns.
The Raiders.
I
mean the Bears and the Browns.
Yeah. So 88 to 93. That would have been that same time range. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. CD had me question myself.
I apologize, man.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's on me.
Yeah.
It's on me. I should have.
Probably.
At the board is next on 101 ESPN. Hey, just a couple of days left to take advantage of Mosby Building Art's Out of This World sales event. You could do a remodel of a bathroom that starts at just $279 a month. If you've never remodeled your bathroom, now's the time. You can hop on and you can go with the best company for any sort of remodel. You don't want to have remodel regret. You don't want to go with a company that comes in and they're like, well, we kind of outsource certain things. So I'll be here. The contractor says, I'll be here for a couple of days. And then the flooring guy will come in and the plumber will come in on this day. And all of a sudden, your project goes from maybe a couple of weeks to a couple of months because you didn't go with the right company. Mosby Building Arts, you get an entire team, and they're all working together under the same roof. So if you're redoing a bathroom, you got the flooring guy, you got the electrician, you've got the designer, the architect, everything. Everybody's under one roof with Mosby Building Arts, and they treat your home like they treat their home. So callmosby.com is the website. Callmosby.com. Take advantage of the sale that ends on October 31st. You don't need to have the whole project finished, obviously, but give them a call or visit the website to schedule your appointment. Again, bathrooms start at just $279 a month over the next couple of days. $599 a month for basements, $69 a month. You can redo your entire front door, or $59 a month for gutters. They've got a great sale going on. I hope you take advantage of it. Again, callmosby.com is the website. Mosby Building Arts, the right remodeling company.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Blues off today after losing to the Detroit Red Wings last night by a final score of 5-2. They'll be back in action tomorrow taking on the Vancouver Canucks. You can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN. Pregame starts at 6. Puck drop is at 7. Dalibor Dvorsky was recalled from Springfield. He will play in tomorrow night's game. We talked about that with Joe Vitale. If you missed that interview, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page, and you'll find all of our interviews and all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. Game 5 of the World Series is tonight. Dodgers and Blue Jays. That series is tied 2 games apiece after the Blue Jays responded in Game 4 in L.A. Pre-game starts at 6 right after the show. First pitch is at 7. Coming up next, we have a Bet the Board. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. My month from hell continues. I took those Blues last night because I believed in them. Last time I'll do that for a while. No, I believe in the Blues still. They're going to figure it out. They are.
So you betting on tomorrow night?
I might.
Okay.
I might.
What are you betting on? Where are we at? I think I lost last night.
Jamie in the lead now, Marsh?
Yeah.
Jamie and I are tied at 14. Carey has 13, and Anthony, you have 9.
I'm going to have a pretty big parlay in a couple of days here. All right. Well, who's up, Jamie?
Sure.
All right. Only one game in the NHL tonight. Toronto Maple Leafs visiting the Columbus Blue Jackets. First period total is not good. It's minus 160. I'm going the money line, and I'm going to go with the Maple Leafs at plus 102.
You are, huh?
I am.
Trust but verify.
You had a good look there, Carey?
Yeah, I did.
Come here.
Nah, I'm good.
Come here, look again.
Nah,
Come here, look again.
Get your damn hands off me.
Take a good look at a T-bone if you stick your head up a... It's got to be your bowl. All right.
I'm looking at Game 5 tonight of the World Series. Head-to-head hits. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. versus Mookie Betts. Most hits money line. Guerrero Jr. at minus 141. I'm going to take Guerrero Jr. to have more hits than Mookie Betts tonight.
I like that, Marshy. I don't want you to hit your bet, but I do want you to hit your bet.
So what if they both get 0? You'd lose?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go, Mookie. Give me Freddie. Uh-oh, where'd it go? I lost
Hang on.
Way to go, Jamie. Way to be a team leader.
Freddie Freeman hits, runs, RBIs. Minus 129.
It ain't 1.5 till it's 2 plus.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
No, it ain't.
It is.
No, it ain't.
It is.
No, it's 2 plus.
It is.
Right, Anthony? It's different.
2 or more.
Jamie's right.
No, hell no, he's not right. He knows he's
2 or
wrong.
more, not 1.5.
No, it's 2
Some
or
would
more.
some would say it's essentially the same thing, but not Jamie.
Yeah.
And Jamie be right. All right. If I can, I will,
Please.
and I think I will be able to, because we got Maction starting next
Tonight?
week. No, not tonight.
Oh.
Yes!
Tonight?
Maction's next week. So here's what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do?
From now until the end of the football season, if I can, I
Action?
am not going to play any stupid baseball, any stupid basketball. Love that hockey, but I'm going to avoid that hockey. I'm going to go football only. Marshy, why don't you go ahead and give me those Missouri State Bears tonight, -3.
Who are they playing?
Florida International. And you know Florida.
FIU?
Yeah, you know Florida ain't dealing with this weather. Ain't no
They in
way.
Missouri?
Yes, sir.
FIU, I like FIU. Down there in Miami. Went down there every year.
What's the mascot?
A Panther.
You're right. Good job, Carey.
Thank you.
All right. I'll do it for Bet the Board here on 101 ESPN. Again, a couple of programming notes. Dodgers, Blue Jays. Game 5 tonight. Pre-game at 6 o'clock. First pitch at 7 o'clock. Toeing the rubber for your Toronto Blue Jays will be Yusevich. I thought Max Scherzer was going tonight. Maybe that's Friday. Yusevich going tonight for Toronto. Blake Snell for the Dodgers.
Oh, Blakey.
Blake Snell. Toronto tuned his ass up in game 1.
I just got to wait him out. Past the 5th inning, that guy really starts to dip.
Yep. You'll see the walks come about, then the hits will come about. What do you think, Marshy?
Well, I was going to say Max Scherzer's lined up to pitch game 7. He pitched in game 3.
Thank you, Marsh.
I forgot who the game 2 starter was.
It was probably Gausman.
Gausman. So he would get Friday. And then Max Scherzer versus Shohei Ohtani for potential game 7.
How about that?
That sounds pretty intriguing.
Ohtani's going to be tired, though. Hey, Carey? He's not in good shape. That guy doesn't take care of himself.
No, he doesn't.
He takes.
I almost kind of hope it goes 7 games, like regardless of who wins tonight, just because that's best for baseball to get Shohei Ohtani pitching in game 7 of the World Series.
Against poor Max Scherzer. The guy's a senior citizen. I mean, really.
Do we want what's best for baseball, though?
No.
The same sport that continues to tell us over and over again that it doesn't care about us?
I mean, as a fan,
regional blackouts.
I can put that aside, and I can. Maybe this is just what I want.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You know what?
If the Dodgers win tonight, of course, I want 7 games.
I care about you. Okay.
Thank you, Marshy.
I care about you. Mm-hmm. So I want you to be happy. Okay. Now that's not. I can't control that, but I want what's best for you. Major League Baseball.
What about what's best for me? You don't care about me?
I do care about you.
I care a lot about you.
And that is why I rooted for your Fighting Illini all season long. Okay.
You know what? Also,
I can't root for other. I rooted for your Illini.
That is a maximum.
Yes.
One team max.
Yeah. One team, one dream. Yeah. Wow. And I'm already rooting for the Blue Jays for Jamie.
I was cheering all year for your Hazelwood team.
Yeah.
I ain't played. I ain't coached.
Are they not your team?
Marsh, what were we saying?
Are you still not a Hawk?
I'm always a Hawk.
There we go. See?
I think it'd be cool if Ohtani came in game 6, Dodgers to clinch the World Series, so he's the closer, and someone hit a home run off of him.
Oh, wow.
And then he couldn't start in game 7.
Now that's a storyline right there.
That's like Jamie's dream he just had.
Let's wrap things up here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Cheap, fun. Let's get dirty. Going to be an awesome night of watching World Series baseball. Why not stop on your way home at your local Dirt Cheap and pick up some fun things for the evening? Or better yet, why don't you download the Dirt Cheap Rewards app, and you start saving immediately. So the price is already great, but you get to save even more with the app. But you can also place a pickup or delivery order, and that is really awesome. And if you want to visit one of their new sites, you can. They got new locations in Fredericktown, Washington, Hillsborough, as well as Wentzville. Each of these locations, by the way, have all of the Dirt Cheap prices, which are fantastic. And again, Dirt Cheap is the price, not the product. I pick up all of my bourbon, anything I need from Dirt Cheap. It's the only place I buy my fun things for parties and get-togethers, and it's got to be your one-stop shop as well. So please stop by any location, check things out, or visit cheapcheapfunfun.com. Again, that's cheapcheapfunfun.com. They are your one-stop party shop, and remember to have fun, but please be careful out there.
miss anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or on the 101 ESPN Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's mobile app. All the podcasts are brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today, starting off with Carey Davis.
I learned that evidently we're only allowed to root for one team for each one of us.
I think that's fair.
I think that's ridiculous.
Well, you couple that with all the teams we cheer for, Carey. I mean, we're kind of at our maximum.
Well, I'm saying I can only root for one team for each one of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's correct.
Okay.
Jamie.
That was pretty standard.
Yeah, I agree.
Terrible idea.
Jamie.
Well, I learned something that was not here in the radio station, but at home we have a huge scarecrow, and I only weighted down one side of it. Mind you, it was with a 60-pound barbell.
Should have been all right.
Should have been. Not enough. You should probably double down when the winds are high out there.
Wow.
That thing hit the ground twice today.
No kidding.
So I'm going to have to weight it down with two of those and get maybe some sandbags. Don't want the kids horrified on Halloween.
Yeah.
One, it's fine to be horrified by the actual scarecrow that's like 16 feet
Right,
high.
but not falling.
Not falling on the children. I don't want that.
No. It's a major liability.
Yeah, and it's just not fun for the kids either.
Right. Marsh, what'd you learn?
I learned that Jordan Kyrou is basically Brett Hull.
Or Jamie Rivers.
Okay.
Said it earlier.
The thing that I learned is that when Marsh is quiet, the snake pit notices. Several people asking if Marsh is okay, if he's feeling under the weather. Marsh says that he's okay, but I'm with the snake pit. Something's bothering him.
Yeah. He's got his burglar hat on, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, might be doing some stuff later on tonight. Who are we to judge? Marshy.
3 stars?
Yep.
Alrighty.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
3rd star of the day goes out to the Bach Award.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Best overall. Best offensive quarterback.
The best defensive quarterback's a different one.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins
That's
would win
Taysom
that.
Hill.
Oh, come on.
2nd star of the day goes out to pretending to ask someone to fight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the guy, your teammate.
Oh, yeah. Walshy. Yeah, you're
He
right.
said no. I don't know.
You guys staying in town all night? No. He doesn't want to go, Coach.
1st star of the day goes out to Ski Low.
Yeah.
Wish it was a little bit taller. Wish it was a baller.
Wish I had a girl
Look good on the collar. Wish I had a rabbit in the hat with a bat. 6'4" Impala. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Dodgers, Blue Jays, pregame in about 5 minutes. First pitch at 7 for Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. See you.